You came into town maybe a day or two before the funeral was actually set to take place. I leave it up to you whether you got here last minute or if you've been here for a bit. But you were not met with a warm reception. The buildings here are mostly crumbling. The people about as old and decrepit as you could imagine. Town itself almost looks like a graveyard, just waiting for its inhabitants to die. Those of you that believe in omens have seen no less than 2 dozen just since you've been here. But I'm sure it's fine.
It's okay because I lost them all. We're in that age.
That was the nerdiest joke that you have ever uttered.
that hurt. Damn you, Arden.
Anyways, who was the leader of our little mercenary band?
I'll take up the lead.
You were not my guess.
Okay, I won't be it then.
It's not the dog.
My guess was Arabelle.
I could be called the leader sometimes. It's more that when I start talking, people shut up.
That, and of course, we need someone to negotiate contracts and, make sure that everything is in order and make sure that you're not getting, stiffed out of payments. And you are more of the intellectual type.
I am quite an expert when it comes to contract law.
Then I'll ask you, did you get into town the day of this procession, or have you been here for a minute?
Oh, we've been here for about 2 days. We arrived in town, had no funds to go into the next town, so we've been waiting to see what comes along.
Then you would have received a handwritten message as you were all staying at the one inn in this town, which, of course, was a former prison, former holding house, which they really had no choice but to convert to an inn if they wanted to make any sort of revenue from passing travelers. But you'd hear a knock on your door. From the other side, a very young voice calling out, sorry to bother you. I have a message from the Vorlesh family. Do you just want me to slide it under the door?
Tidar, would you get the door, please?
The dog has started barking and growling.
Wordsworth! You know better than that.
I'll get the door. I take out a... Fuck you, Cass. I take out a piece of paper that, it's like a small manual that I was given because all hobgoblins outside of the Iron Fang region typically don't know how to interact with humans. And I consult my text on how to interact with people and the uselessness of it. And I will open the door after I do a quick cursory glance of how to smile. A real page you can find in a book, by the way. I'm not making that shit up. There's a guide on how to smile for hobgoblins in Lost Omens Legends. And I will put on a smile that doesn't show my teeth. Because I still am a tall, large figure as a hobgoblin.
How tall?
I forgot what I made it. I think it was 6 foot. Not a bulkier hobgoblin than typically the lanky, long-armed ones.
Okay. Well, as you pull the door open, you have to look down at the almost cresting 5-foot young man who is absolutely skin and bones, speaking of lanky. just stares
Mm.
up at you, eyes wide, letter in
How
hand, just staring.
can I help you?
Bark!
Uh,
And then like scurries out
Mark,
over to
calm down. I'm just gonna take that note.
Still hasn't moved.
Wordsworth, be kind.
Grrr.
Can I make a recall knowledge
Sure.
on this guy? I'm marking him as my hunt prey. I need to know if hobgoblins are just uncommon in this like area.
Yeah.
Outwit ranger, here we go. That
You
is a
just need a
29.
check to take out your -1 from Cass on. I see you.
Not only
I'll keep the -1. You know, I'll save it for a roll that matters.
not only are hobgoblins rare here,
Mhm.
but adventurers in general, especially well-armed, talented
for sure.
adventurers, do not come through these parts. And the fact that you are so much bigger and so much taller than anything that this individual has probably ever seen. Yeah, it, he is as amazed as he is terrified.
I grabbed the note from his hands if he's not going to do anything, because wasting time is not efficient,
Mm-hmm.
and small talk is already a waste of time. Can I read it? What does it say?
It says the town square at exactly noon. Don't be late.
Is there a name signed to it?
There's not.
Can I recognize the handwriting?
It's probably the same handwriting that you got from the original.
Gotcha. I look down at this child who might just literally be older than me. It's a competition to see who's older at this point.
He's probably like 15.
Okay, I'm definitely older. I look down at him and just go, "Good job giving the note. Take this." And I give him 1 gold coin, step back, slam the door at his face, because that is as much human interaction I want to deal with. And we'll just go back into the inn and just be like, "We got something at noon we'll have to go to. Don't be late."
May I see the note, dear?
"Ah, sure." And I just hand it off and go back to like just sitting down, just like scraping, sharpening up one of my 2 swords. Because I completely forgot how to pronounce this Egyptian sword.
Khopesh?
A
Scimitar?
Khopesh. No, technically a Khopesh, my bad.
So, with taking this note, I actually would like to use psychometric resonance while reading it, just to see what the emotional state was of the person that wrote it.
Is there any role associated with that?
It doesn't look like it. You must brush your bare hands over any objects you pass while you do this. This detects objects with significant emotional resonance attached to them. So if it isn't significant, I won't get anything.
I mean, do you get a good amount of anger? A good amount of fear?
Oh, that's spicy. And she'll
Anything else
read
I would
the-
say would be insignificant.
Fair enough. And she'll read the note.
Yep. Letting you know that the procession is going to be starting at noon in the Times Square, which gives you about 2 hours.
She always double checks what Tidar says because she's not 100% convinced that Tidar knows how to read time on things. It's a long-standing concern of hers.
entirely unfounded, I would fear. But yeah, you all have about 2 hours to kill. Anything you'd all like to do?
I think Tyson, after hearing this, gets up. He's like doing the typical dragonborn type thing. He's just kind of picking at his teeth after eating what scraps of food they have here, and he's like, "If you wish, I can go do recon just to make sure that there's nothing out of whack with these nobles." Looking at Sin, your character.
And y'all can
Ready?
hear the dog like loudly chewing on its chew toy.
Squeak, squeak,
Oh, Jesus.
I
squeak,
just
squeak, 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 squeak.
I could take.
Oh no, it's not squeak squeak. It's the like weird, creepy, like you can tell that they're used to like breaking bones kind of thing.
Oh, that reminds me of my youth.
Why does that, Granny? Why does that remind you of your youth?
Well,
You
a
know
lady
what?
has to have her secrets.
I'm
And there
just gonna go
is
on
like a
patrol.
very creepily wide smile that comes across her face.
He puts on his mask, to try to hide his features as best he could. And he's like, and he looks down at the dog. And he's like, "If you want, you can come, buddy." And then he walks out the door.
Grrr. 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 And like walks and then follows behind you, several feet behind you, dragging the chew toy. Which, by the way, the chew toy is about the size of the dog, which is like a teacup Charlotte's Queensly. So it's just that adorable thing where it's dragging something as large as it is.
I love that. Hoop.
Mhm.
What do I see when I get out there? Like, is this like a dust fall type situation? Where it's just depressing
Absolutely.
across the.
Like
What a terrible place.
it's oh god, what's his name? I have to Google it. Give me a second.
I'm
Um,
not even gonna say it.
Tim Burton. It's like Tim Burton designed this town.
Oh, okay. Oh, lovely. Not creepy at all. Oh, what? I just take off. You know what? Screw it. I take off my mask because it's like, these people
You
are
are
obviously
far
worse.
from the oddest looking individual in this town. You don't
Yeah.
even crack the top 100.
I'm like, all right, I'm normal. He takes down his hood and everything. He's like, this is kind of nice. I guess what I want to get the story, I guess, on this place, like on like these nobles and like what made them disgraced. Let's
Yeah.
see what we're getting ourselves into.
Do you have
So,
any feats that would help you? Or we can go with just a simple society roll.
let's see if I have anything. Let's see. Let me
Would
check.
this be a
What
recon
about-
knowledge check?
Absolutely.
So right before you actually make the roll, the dog is going to, while growling and like whining and complaining about it, walk up to you and sort of lift the chew toy in the like wanna play tug of war like motion.
Okay. Yeah. I'll play.
So as you play tug of war with the dog for a moment, since you're touching me, I'm going to cast join pasts. It's supposed to touch your foreheads, but that's okay. Which lets you share thoughts and experiences with me, and allows me to aid your skill check.
Okay. Awesome. I have diplomacy. I have a +13 in diplomacy. Maybe I want to go to like the clerk's office and talk to whoever's in charge of this town, or who's left in charge of this town.
Yeah, easy enough.
Cool.
The decrepit individual that looks probably closer to about 110. Uh, looks absolutely uninterested in helping you, but seems to be duty bound to do so.
I'll be like, "Hello, is it a person?"
They almost look like a person, yeah.
I'm trying to find more information out on the noble family here and what they were like. I was wondering if you might be able to help me in that possibility.
They would glare at you for a few moments through the remaining hair atop their head. Wrinkles from every little bit of exposed skin you can see is nothing but wrinkles. Just hops down off the chair they were sitting on, drops to about 3 feet tall, and then just kind of goes scooting back into a back room. Gone for about
That
15 minutes. They come back,
like 6'4"?
hefting a big book and just like plopping it onto the counter, and then just climbing back up into their chair. The
Thank you.
the House Vorlesh, a noble family, disgraced as they were accused of a slew of crimes that never really came to any fruition other than the family simply disappearing. They came to this very quaint little hamlet, took it over, and ever since the entirety of this city, its people, everything has been slowly dying to the point where there's very little humanity left in this.
So the town feels like. Does the town good person? Does the town feel like this family has cursed them? I would assume.
We get no response other than a glare.
Okay, now I'm curious. Um, what I don't have. These are all ones. Fuck. You know what? I got a +1 in a. How do I detect magic in Pathfinder? I'm sorry. Is
You
it
have
like
a
arcane?
wizard along with you.
There is a wizard.
Yes. Yes. Do we don't know? Do we know that the real quick? Do we know if the know that this dog has powers, or we assume the dog has powers?
I assume you've seen the dog do odd things.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, you're probably not sure if it's the dog or the chew toy.
You've
that's
seen
fair.
odd
All
things
right.
about this particular dog.
So because now my curiosity, I'm gonna lean down and whisper in the because he finds it strange to talk to the chew toy, but he'll talk to the dog and say, can you sense anything arcanic about this area? Arcane about this area, pup?
Like the dog whines at you.
I I'm gonna take that as I'm gonna hold the toy.
Uh, that's just a recall knowledge check. So if you wanted to make a recall knowledge check. So
Please.
if you reach for the toy
You
at this
can.
moment,
Sorry, go ahead.
what was that?
No,
No,
I
no,
was
what were
just
you gonna say?
saying, like, it depending on your level of proficiency, you could make an Arcana, occultism, nature, or a religion check. Those are all magic tradition based because there's 4 types of magic in Pathfinder.
Oh, we can
I
just
don't know what
detect
your
magic with a skill check.
you can probably GM leniency, of course, but those are typically the checks you would make.
Okay, well then I'm going to make checks with all of the ones I'm trained in. So here's occultism, which is my tradition.
Cultism is the only one I need.
Oh, perfect. And it's a nat 20 for a 34.
Go.
Jesus fuck.
Did it roll?
I don't know if they rolled it inside Foundry because I didn't see it pop up,
Oh,
but
I rolled it in Path Builder. I thought it would carry over.
No.
oh
Eh,
no,
okay.
it's sadly not.
Do you want me to re-roll?
It's not that important of a check. This place is absolutely cursed. Anything short of a natural one would have told you that this place, the fact that it was a thriving hamlet until this family showed up and then it started dying. Yeah.
So then the whine turns into a quick like scared squeak, and the dog runs out the door and cowers outside of the threshold.
Stood. May I take this book with me?
Two decrepit, wrinkly hands just reach towards the book, hands on either side of it, and start pulling it back away from you.
I pull out 2 silver. May I take this book with me? And if I have to roll hoop, I'll roll. I pull out 5 silver.
I'll take a diplomacy roll.
All right.
2 was insulting, but 5, we're getting somewhere.
5 is a week's worth of pay. That's a lot of money.
31.
Yeah, 31.
They hold out their hand for the money.
I drop 5 silver pieces, and I bow and I'm like, "Thank you." As I walk back out and start heading back towards the end with this book, as I'm just gonna thumb through it to see what other things might be in this book. I gotta look at my character's intelligence.
Just for
Plus-
fun, by the way,
plus one.
after you pull the book off the counter, the chew toy just kind of flops in to where it can be seen from the desk through the door. And I'm just going to evil eye the clerk just for demanding more money from you. The dog grabs me and follows you.
I love that.
That
I
poor
love that.
low-level commoner is about to crit fail.
I'm pulling up the
Yeah,
spell.
so
Hold on.
They're about to be sickened. Like this,
Yeah,
I don't know how to tell you any nicer than that, Hoop. It's just
yeah.
there's no saving throw of a -1 commoner that can even hit close to level 8 DC.
And it's just like it's the images that they get caught on this kind of creepy doll that has just flopped into their vision. And they have that like weird moment where like you zoom in the camera while dollying it backwards so the perspective gets weird.
We'll see.
It's very horror movie, and then they are sickened one for a minute.
ooh.
That's a crit fail.
Ooh.
That's a natural 1.
Do we just
Yep,
KO
James called
this
it.
person?
That was psychic.
I know the fucking math of this game so much. Like,
No, you called.
Well, you can know the math, but landing a 1 on a 20 also affects.
okay, natural 20, they still would have failed. That's how high level we are in this game.
No, I
like,
got that. I got that. You said
that
they were
one
going to
was
roll
not.
on that one.
Maybe I should switch my class real quick, Hoop. Maybe Outwit Ranger wasn't the way I should have went. I should have went Psychic class. Amped up everything.
As to not go into details about this poor old person that is now vomiting behind the counter, it is safe to say that none of you are welcome in that building again.
My book
Just
now.
those two, right?
This is my book now.
Word travels when 4 strangers arrive into town and no one knows anything about them. But I do have a question for the rest of you. Are any of the rest of you outside?
I will say I have a slight retcon of why we're here. I do think that Arabelle takes vibe checks regularly, and she might have more in the like party coffers than she says she does because she wanted to stop in the cursed town for a while.
Well, that and the job specifically did bring you here for this escort.
Fair.
But is anyone else outside.
I mean, Curse Town. If we've got a little time, I'm gonna step out and take in the vibes. This is
a
my
bad idea.
place.
This is a bad idea. That's the only thing going through my character's head right now is just don't. Please don't. Okay, I guess we are.
Tidar, would you like to take a walk with me?
I don't think that's a safe idea. I'll just.
Oh, live a little.
I am living a little. Let's put it like this. Things in this region aren't too friendly to people like us.
Oh, I know.
I like
I-
having my head. Just a little bit.
Well, as I picture this conversation happening, is you're sitting there at least at the main floor of the inn, trying to convince Tidar to step outside. You could probably still see through the window. Tyson, seeing this as you are walking back to the inn, you would see this figure strolling up the street. A close to 6, maybe 6'2", just rail thin woman in a long flowing black dress, black veil over her face, just casually strolling down the street. Every person that notices her or gets even relatively near her space just starts backing up and just giving her a wide berth.
Oh, I must find out who her tailor is. Yes, I will walk up to the scary figure.
I mean,
Awesome. Do you need to make a will save?
Okay.
Both of us?
Anyone that's getting within 30 feet.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Can I mark them as my hunt prey?
I suppose.
That's a 26.
26.
16.
A 26, a 32.
32.
And Tidar, I hope you know that you had a 19 until Tyson rolled and knocked your 19 into a 3.
I know. I
wait a
do
minute, these
wanna
are
mention-
active dice?
They have collision.
I'm sorry.
you're fine. I get at least recall knowledge on this person due to Monster Hunter.
I would like to do an occultism roll.
Absolutely. Tidar, you are frightened 1.
Oh fuck! I had a +1 against frightened conditions.
A
That's a
17 would not
29?
make a difference.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me give myself frightened 1 then. Nope, that's fleeing. Frightened. There we go. Frightened 1. Listen, I'm still gonna make this lore master check.
Do it.
This is why we have Outwit Ranger. That +1, that -1 didn't do shit. 31.
31.
On a lore check. Give me
this
this entire person's background, their entire
their
history. I need
weaknesses,
to know.
their immunities, their resistances.
I need to know what their social security number is.
This is the new head of House Vorlesh, Lady Orafina Vorlesh. A former skilled diplomat, married into money, unfortunately got taken down as the family's accusations piled and was removed from any sort of office and has now retired here, where her husband has just passed away and she is the last remaining member of the Vorlesh family. She is also a skilled spellcaster and seems to have just an aura of "don't come near me because I am spooky."
And upon that aura of "don't come near me," Arabelle will in fact come up to her. Arabelle's like 5'2", So, not very intimidating in like physical stature, but definitely feel like there's a lot going on magically. And would this be like typical morning attire?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then she would go up and say, "My condolences."
He'd stop, turn to you, and even through the veil, you can see that she is basically skin and bone. Do not need them. Keep your condolences. And turns to keep walking.
Well, very well, I'll keep my hard candy to myself.
You see
This
that
little is scary.
she is headed towards the town square. Likely to meet with you, though she might not know that. And she is about an hour early.
Very well. I think I would like to chance an augury at this time. Using my Staff of Providence, you would make a flat check, and I am going to. Technically, it's 30 minutes in the future, so I should be doing this like right before we go to meet with her.
Mm-hmm.
But for like pacing purposes, I want to do this now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I am asking, basically, if meeting this individual will bring us weal or woe or mixed results.
There are 2 Arabellas on the screen right now.
Oh, they gasp. Where's the
I
second
do
one?
have mirror image.
Oh, there is 2 of them.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh,
Look at that.
You said
There's only one.
augury, correct?
yeah. You make a flat DC 6 check secretly.
I mean, it says.
I love that it
And
comes up as a die with a question mark on it. That
yeah,
makes me happy.
that's a good effect. I like it.
Oh, fuck. I can see it. I'm sorry, Hoop. I would pretend like I didn't.
How dare you?
I'm also GM on the game, so any hidden roles are instantly open to me.
Fair.
Unfortunately, that's the consequence of us sharing a world, Hoop. I need to know.
Nothing we can do about it. It's all good.
So I could get good, bad, mixed, or no result.
My best guess. You said your meeting of this woman.
Yes.
I would say weal and woe.
That makes sense. Oh, you're going to be an interesting one when she is out of earshot, obviously.
I'll think she's not normal.
Oh, normal is a matter of perspective.
I'll just listen. I know we're technically the weird ones in this environment. She's got some bad elf magic vibes, and I don't like it.
You rolled, I believe, I already closed your page, but no, that
My
was
recall
not a critical
knowledge?
success. That was just a
A
success.
31 on a lore? On a lore check?
That was-
Lores would typically lower DCs I
That was-
didn't critically succeed on?
That was an unspecific lore. That is just
Lore
a
Master
success.
applies to every lore. That's the point of Lore Master.
There are 2
it's
different
every lore
DCs.
all at once. Fuck you, Hoop.
There's specific lore
specific-
DC and
I
unspecific
know.
lore DC.
Fuck you. Fuck, eat shit. Fuck. I have additional recollection, Hoop. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I do. If I have additional recollection, because I took it as one of my ranger feats. When I succeed or critically succeed a recall knowledge check, I can immediately attempt a recall knowledge check about a different creature I perceive. I thought that did something else. Never mind. I got really excited for no reason.
Also,
I just look up and down my friend and be like, "You're a robot."
also, by the time you made that check, your frightened would have been gone, which means that would have been a 32, which would have been a critical success.
Yeah, because I have Outwit Ranger, Hoop. I got skill checks on fucking lock tonight for recall knowledge only.
I can either tell you this out loud or send you a message.
Just tell me it out loud.
She's absolutely a hag.
Yep, elf magic. Don't like it.
And question,
Mhm.
did I get anything with my occultism 29?
29, yeah, what do you want to know?
I would like to know if the power that rests in her, how it compares to the power that rests within.
You want to know who has higher spell levels?
Basically.
I can't tell you what the source is or what the spell is, but she does have the ability to cast a effect equivalent of a 9th level spell.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting.
What's a 9th level spell, Hoop? I only know spell ranks because we're in remaster territory.
It's so powerful it went back to the old rules.
She's a god. Well, just she's a god,
It's such a
right?
powerful spell that it's a character of its own and has levels.
Anyways,
Ooh, that makes me
God.
comfortable.
God
Tyson,
damn.
you would see Arabelle and Tidor waiting for you. Basically, they're out in front of the inn as they walk up, talk to this woman, and she very quickly brushes them off on her way.
Upon seeing Tyson, Arabelle will wave kindly.
How you doing? And you just see Tyson with this big old book as he's just thumbing through it. And he's like, this place is very, very interesting. A lot of bad juju here.
Oh,
Right. You
bad
right.
juju, you say?
Elf magic.
Could
Yes.
I take a look at that?
Yeah, and he hands over and he kind of just says, like, it seems like this family, and he looks over and looks back at the lady who passes by, which I'm guessing that might be the matriarch. Criminal backgrounds, never been proven. This place was like a lush type of area before they showed up. So, since they've been here, been pretty bad, and it's cursed. Like 100%, this land is cursed.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes,
Bad.
significantly.
This poor family.
With
She's a hag.
what do you mean she's a hag?
I mean, she's a hag. Like a literal hag. I'm not saying that, oh, this old bitch is a hag. I mean that she is a hag. Straight up is a witch.
Wordsworth!
I don't know what the dog is going on about, but I'm just saying she quite literally is a magical hag.
W here is the reason why I even know this place is cursed.
Wordsworth, that's Tidar. Tidar is a friend.
It's
The
a
dog
dog.
trots up to Tidar. For a second, it looks like the dog's going to make friends, and then it lifts its leg.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a scene in Baldur's Gate 3 with a squirrel.
No.
I'm kidding.
Oh, with Now, who you can tell me this is completely pointless, but I bring this also to the party. Y'all know that before he became a monk, that Tyson is really good at like stealth for his size. And he's like, I would like to take a look at the manor. We got time. I'll in and out real quick. See what I can find. I have a hunch, just a hunch, and I want to investigate it further.
Not to play devil's advocate here, but what if it's trapped? What if it's got magic curse? What if it's got elf magic? There's elf magic, very strong magic.
The worst
There
kind.
is nothing. It is very strong, but there's nothing wrong with elf magic.
Really quickly.
Hobgoblins
before we
really hate
make
elf
a
magic, by the way.
Before we really make a
It's
decision
arcane.
about this,
Go
I
ahead.
would like to use the psychometry on the book.
Wouldn't get anything substantial from it.
That's fair. I will hand the book back to Tyson. Well, if you want to do something devious, I could always help you with that.
Yeah. Just it. I tell you what, to make it everybody feel better, if we get a hint of a trap, I go and Jimmy the lock and get a hint of the trap. We call it a day, and we go to our meeting.
Very well, but I can only do this once, so you must go quickly.
Okay.
May I?
Yes, and he'll.
And she will reach up and boop Tyson's snoot,
Yes, I think he gets used to it. And he's like,
casting invisibility.
Ooh.
oh yeah.
You have 10 minutes. Have fun.
Sprints away.
Oh yeah, no, he's dead ass sprints.
Yeah, I won't make
So-
you roll anything. You're invisible.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right.
What are you looking for?
I want to get up into the manor. I might be metagaming. Maybe it's just me and the games that I've played with our old GM, my GM Ethan. I'm looking for anything that might point me in the direction of a phylactery or a lynch type situation or curse item type situation that might be at the house.
Do you have any abilities with casting magic?
Let me look. Let me see. Effects, feats. I have alertness, strikes, nothing really to detect magic, to be honest with you. Let me check on Pathfinder if something crossover, if I have something on there as well.
The thing that you would be looking for, and James,
Yeah.
feel free to correct me if this has changed, but I believe it's a
I
soul
love that
cage.
sentence.
I believe it's a soul cage.
What am I looking for?
A what?
A soul cage?
A soul cage, yeah. Soul cages are, because phylactery is not a great word to use.
Oh, sorry. Soul cage.
No, you're fine. Not everybody knows about all of the updated terms. Like, it's all good. Pathfinder is special.
Yeah, I just, for 10 minutes, quickly breaking into the house. I use the term breaking in very loosely because it's not like anything is locked. There's even some
Alright.
windows that have no window panes. It is you can
Wow,
very
they really-
easily slip in, just quickly do a scout of the house. You'd see probably 2 staff, again, very decrepit looking, like just half-heartedly like dusting some bookshelf, or one like half-heartedly preparing lunch. It looks almost as if no one lives here. There's, to save us the time
Nothing.
from making you go from room to room, there's nothing substantial.
Okay. And they probably can't speak. as I leave, if I'm not finding anything substantial, I want to take a, I don't know what that would be check wise, but I want to take a look and see if these people are alive. And I have like plus 11 in survival, if that works.
They're alive, just rail thin. They are beyond emaciated.
Beyond emaciated.
That doesn't make me nervous at all.
I'm gonna let my inner chaos subside because I'm sure we got plenty, and I'm gonna leave. And the reason why I say that is because I was fighting the urge to snatch one of these people and bring them back to us for interrogation.
If you would have gone to make an attack, which a grapple would have been, you would have been.
Yeah.
You would have broken it, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But like, I could have waited just long enough for one to separate from the other. Like,
Fair,
I got a plus 14.
fair.
I think I got a plus 14 in stealth. So I was like, eh. But no, I'll go back to you guys, and then I'll be like, nah, nothing's there, man.
You
Nothing's
get a
there,
little,
Granny.
like, memory in the back of your head where Arabelle was like, now we don't take hostages.
He's like, he looks at them, and it's like, not worth it.
Right. We kill them before they can be a hostage.
Where are you guys
When-
back? Just, yeah, wherever you guys are, I'll show up.
When
I think I'm
Tyson
gonna-
returns, Arabelle will hand him a hard candy. You were very brave.
Thank you, Granny. And he's like, he just, with his claws, just like, this is better than getting paid some days. He has a sweet tooth. He loves candy.
I'm gonna grab Firefang. Just so if
Yep.
we're getting ready to actually go meet with them, having my Drake would kind of be helpful.
Pop by that little stable outside of the inn. No one was here to man it or anything. You had to manually put Firefang
I'm used
in
to
there.
it.
But
Mhm.
yeah, not too long after Tyson getting back, you would all hear the distant clopping of a horse, which in most towns absolutely would not be unusual. But in this town, you have yet to see a horse or any kind of creature at all. And yet you hear a horse. You hear the sound of a wagon
like-
being pulled as approaching the center of the town is a black wagon pulled by a black horse. The horse itself looks a tad undead, as you can see the rib cage, you can see into the skull, its eyes a fiery red, its chest glowing as if its insides were pure fire. It just clops its way happily up to the central square.
You see Arabelle almost clap with joy. Oh, what a magnificent creature!
Has anyone studied beans?
There would be a lot of studies of fiends. I'm guessing in the occult studies that Arabelle would have done
Probably.
as well.
I don't think it would be any stretch to say that the two of you would recognize a nightmare when you see one. And it will pull up in front of the matriarch of the house and just kind of shake what's left of its black, soot-covered, fiery mane and just stand there, waiting.
Tackles full raised.
What was that?
I'm sorry, I guess I'm too far away from the computer. The dog has its hackles full raised,
Oh, absolutely.
growling and
Makes
angry.
sense.
And yeah.
But yeah, you'd see Orafina step forward towards the carriage, just place a hand on it, and sit there in quiet reverence. before dropping the hand, looking around, expecting to see a small squadron of mercenaries.
Would the carriage have gotten close enough that I could have touched it to do psychometry?
You could get close enough, but the carriage itself has never gotten close enough to you.
Okay. Then are we going? Is she at the meeting spot?
Yes.
We can see that. Then as we walk up, Arabelle is going to say, "Oh, what lovely craftsmanship," and just touch the carriage.
You would feel pain. You know, pain isn't really an emotion, but loss, fear.
It's seen many things in its time. We're the mercenary company that you hired, dear.
Clearly. Your payments and wait for your return. Escort my husband to his final resting place. Do this, and what's left of my family will be yours. Picket the carcass. The rest of the scavengers have left behind.
Do we have to bury it, or like, is there a plot already there?
Ensure the wagon arrives.
Hmm.
The rest is none of your concern.
Okay.
Is
Yes,
there a
of
route
course.
that the dog could use to get up on the roof of the carriage?
Yeah, there's little steps that could absolutely be climbed.
Yeah, the dog definitely hops from like floorboard to the wheel cover to the hood to the top of the roof and just stands there watching everyone.
Is there a spot to, like, how is the carriage being driven? Do we have a coachman?
There is one black horse, and that's it. It is.
Is there a coachman's seat?
There's not. It is a hearse, and that's it. An area for a casket to sit, a door to get into that area, and the front, which is connected to the nightmare. There is nothing else.
Oh, does it actually have a roof, or is it just open to show the
Yeah,
castle?
it is fully enclosed.
Okay.
I guess we'll be walking.
And good turn. Look at each of you. Do thank you for this. My family has suffered great. It is the least that he deserves to at least be buried with some dignity.
Bark, bark!
Very well. We will do what we can to ensure that the dignity remains.
She'll step back, give out a whistle. Horse will shake a little and then start trotting out of the town. Would you all please make a fortitude save? We begin our journey.
I don't like that.
Sure.
Do we know what's going to be like? This is kind of like a metagamey question, so like you can
Absolutely.
feel free to like no, because hunt prey technically also applies to things like tracking, survival, perception checks. Can I make my hunt prey a staff member of the other side? Like, because you said that we're meeting up with other people, and I just wanted to get to the bonuses of
Didn't say that.
because we're entering exploration mode. So like I don't. This is just me asking. Like I said, you completely stand out.
I did not say that you were meeting other people.
Okay, so then I'm not gonna do it then. Okay, cool. I just wanted to ask. You said there was people there to make affairs taken care of. That's all.
I did not say there were
There we go.
people there.
I misunderstood then.
I said that
23. Cool.
you get the wagon there. It will be taken
Okay.
care of.
Taken care of. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
I am just
There's-
very proud of the fact that I got a 27.
Absolutely.
Does my constructed help me out?
I don't think so, but I'll double check.
Death effects, disease, poison, and anything that would give me drained, paralyzed, or sickened.
You would have a +1, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm checking to see
It
if I
is
have similar.
specifically
because I also have a
against the
constructed
sickened
body.
condition.
I don't know why, but I'm hitting modifiers and nothing is happening. So I'm just gonna hit the.
It's fine. We'll just add a +1 to it.
Mine is less robust.
Why is this not doing anything?
Are you in Foundry or are you in the Path Builder?
I'm in Foundry this time.
May have to refresh.
That'll take a while.
If you want, I can roll for you while you're waiting for the thing. Completely up to you. Like
Yeah, sure. You can roll for me. It's a plus 17.
16, 17. Yep, got you. Hoop, this is for Sparkwolf. I got a 29.
You're all fine. Being within the proximity of this nightmare does start to tax on you a bit. It starts to make you just feel generally a general sense of unease, and then a physical uneasy feeling in the pits of your stomach, but not enough to have any real lasting effect on you.
Oh, I'm used to that. Very similar to indigestion.
I love that. I think you guys just hear a solid, like a quiet chant in dragon tongue.
And before we go to break here in just a few minutes, is there anything specifically that you would all like to do as we embark on this journey?
I will definitely cast Mystic Armor.
I assume that you already have that cast, but sure.
I guess I'm not used to.
And it lasts all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast False Vitality.
In terms of like scouting and stuff like that, because our monk seems kind of like the guy to go out, like go investigate everything. I'm gonna actually try to keep us with hustle, so we can move a little faster,
Okay.
which does rely on survival. Just to let you know.
Yeah, so I can roll survival real quick to like chart a path or look out to make sure there's no traps up ahead.
So what's really cool about Scout is if you just say, hey, I'm doing the Scout activity, we all get a +1 bonus to our initiative next combat, which is just...
But then I'm absolutely scouting.
Exploration effects are stupid fucking fun.
What is the lowest constitution modifier among the group?
I have 2.
4.
2.
2?
I have also a 2.
You can hustle for a number of minutes equal to your constitution modifier times 10. If you're using
So
it
for 20
as a
minutes?
group, you use the lowest modifier amongst the group. So yeah, 20 minutes at a pop, and then taking a breather, and then 20 minutes, and then a little breather. Still making great time. Which
Hell yeah.
isn't ideal for me for no reason in particular, and I need to think.
Oh no. Did James do something because he knew the rules? Gosh, Hoop. I wonder if I've ever felt this pain before.
This is lovely. Oh, why we got so many rolls, Hoop?
That's 4 dice rolls
What
we've
the-
seen.
What the
Hoop.
shit?
Hoop, my guy, my brother in this. What are we doing?
I chose the wrong
It's not-
option.
No, we're good. We're good. I just
Are
needed
we?
to know some
I
things
saw
real
the amount
quick.
of dice rolls that just hit the table.
Oh,
It's
I
not
saw
my fault
Caps
that
in the
this has
chat.
been at work.
Elsie's here.
Hello.
Then
It's not my fault you missed it.
I can just narrate this next little bit for you.
Uh-oh.
Barkwolf, you have a ring, correct? That
Yes.
something happens when there are ghosty ghosts nearby.
Yeah, it turns opaque and tickles my finger.
About 3/4 of the way there, it would turn opaque. By this time, you have all noticed things like flocks of ravens that will just land on either side of the road and watch you, or hear a distant howling from what could be a wolf or something more bestial, more dangerous. You
How
also
long
feel,
is this road?
with the fact that you are hustling, you maybe be traveling for about an hour.
Okay.
There'd be points where you would all just feel a cold wind just blow past you all, and that is immediately gone. Even if there is no breeze, but still a cold wind just hits you and then disappears. But, in mechanical terms, you were not traveling long enough for the DC to be low enough for me to be able to hit it.
Let's fucking go, guys. I'm so happy.
Then I will make a note as we get close to our destination.
Mhm.
I would like to cast See the Unseen.
Yeah, you all would get tipped
Ooh.
off by the dog getting even more agitated than usual. Like it's not just I'm a mean old dog who's an asshole to everybody, but it's actually like something is wrong.
As you begin your casting of that spell, why don't we use this opportunity to take a break, as I have to make a slight change to the map that we're about to see, and everyone can stretch your legs, grab a drink, do what you gotta do, and we'll come back in just a few minutes. We'll see you soon. And welcome back. Where we left off, we had taken a surprisingly quick journey up a deserted dirt road, seeing multiple omens, but otherwise mostly uneventful. When we finally approach the resting place for the Lord of the House of Vorlesh, an individual that you would have learned about from your book, Eraven Vorlesh, a despised figure accused of many, many, many horrific crimes, now here to be laid to rest forever. The graveyard is as in shambles as you can imagine. One massive tree sits in the center, long since dead. No leaves, no growth, the limbs kind of creaking and just swaying gently. Any plant life that exists here is weeds and vines. The few graves that still are recognizable as graves have been overgrown. They have been weathered by wind and rain and time, and not a single name can be read from anything. But there the gate stands, open, waiting.
What delightful ambiance!
Granny, you're okay.
The dog is on top of the roof and is like gone into like really worrying the chew toy and just shaking its head and jumping on it and just really going for it on the chew toy, which is covering up all of the puppet's like spell casting. Um, but in the bit as we get to the graveyard, I'm going to cast heightened shield link on Arabelle, um, not heightened shield link on Firefang. No, excuse me, go back. I'm going to bow to Arabelle and do Crown of the Companion, heightened spirit link on Firefang, and non-heightened spirit link on Casey. And
You are
we'll
going to
also
die. I'm sorry, that's just so many spirit links. Like, that's all damage right there.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
2 spirit links and and shield other.
It
And
looks like you only prepared Spirit Link once. And
I
banged
have a heightened
twice.
version. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
have a
do.
heightened
Sorry, I
version.
didn't see
And
that. Yep.
yeah, yep. And I will also flop over. The dog's gonna like put me down, and I'll just sort of flop over um for the kind of companion, and then the dog's gonna pick me up and try to get Tidar to play tug of war. Which if Tidar does, then I will cast heroism on Tidar.
Guess
You
what? Tug of
have
war.
Heroism, 2 Spirit Links, and anything else?
And the crown of the companion is the last prep.
And the
I got heroism.
I don't think that's on here.
It's that's a gear.
Oh,
Magic item.
gotcha.
It casts shield other, like a slightly special shield other.
I'm just amazed that all of those are not concentration.
I double
they all
checked.
don't need to be
and
sustained.
Concentration doesn't work that way. Yeah,
It just
Not
lasts for
sustained.
10
Oh, what?
minutes.
As long as you can think, you can cast.
Since we've stopped, I will also cast a dispelling glow.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
casting what?
hold on. What are the
That's
concentration
so-
rules then?
Dispelling glow.
So if it has the concentrate trait, that means you just have to have mental energy to cast it. If it has the sustain listed for its duration, you have to spend an action to keep the effect up. You could have up to 3 sustains going at the same time.
Oh,
You will have no action economy outside of that. So it's typically you would sustain 1 spell and then have something else going. Mostly because of tracking
I would like to cast fly on myself.
Man, casters and their pre-buffs. I would also recommend saving Dispelling Glow because that's a 10-foot burst that doesn't move.
Yeah. Oh, it's only 10 feet. That's right. I was going back and forth on it. I will save dispelling glow.
While I'm just sitting here getting my punches ready, do a little.
Honestly, same. Like, I just
What is
have
this,
to
Final
say, have my
Fantasy?
swords out, and I'm just like, I'm getting ready for it.
All right.
I just had this image of Tidar like absent-mindedly playing tug of war to get the heroism, just like not even looking at the dog.
It's just like, oh, I have a shiny sword.
Then
It looks real good.
the carriage stops at the gate. The nightmare again just shakes its mane, looks back at you, and seems to be waiting.
What do we do now?
We have to go take the body in.
Oh.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be opening any gates as Arabelle flies into the air.
The gate is open.
Oh, I thought we'll just go in.
The gate was metaphorical.
It's the gate of your mind.
She is 10 feet in the air. The reason being, See the Unseen has a 10-foot emanation, so I want to make sure that I can see anything that's on the ground.
There's a series of screeches as those ravens that seem to have been following you land on top of the fence outlining this graveyard and just start calling out, maybe to you, maybe to whatever is waiting here, whatever has been laid to rest, now being given life once more. But we step
Also
into
me.
the graveyard.
Would
Yeah.
I, before we take a step in, be able to make a vibe check?
Awful. Vibes are awful.
Okay.
That's awful. As we walk in, I just do a little acid spit towards one of the ravens, and I'm like, I'm tired of y'all. Be quiet.
Bark, 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 bark.
The closest 4 or 5 ravens will all take off into the air and land just a little further away. But
It's a problem for me because ravens have like photographic, and they're now my enemy.
as you step in, that
They have
nightmare
photographic
does.
memories and culture.
The nightmare does follow you, seemingly waiting for you to cross the threshold first. The wagon is drawn in, circles the tree, and comes back and stops in front of you. Stomps its hooves a few times, neighs this otherworldly, almost demonic neigh, and then disintegrates to ash.
Well, that wasn't very helpful about getting across the finish line.
Wine, wine.
The gate behind you will slam shut.
You know how like chihuahuas, when they're scared, will jump 5 feet to one side somehow? That's what
Yeah.
that's what the dog does. And then we'll trot back up to bark roof and pick it up in its mouth.
There's
Why is there
a
boss music playing?
there's a set of buildings
scared.
off to your left that look like some kind of mausoleum, which starts to shake before bricks just crumbling off, hitting the ground and splittering into pieces. The entire roof of the mausoleum just sheds itself like a crab shell, and a figure just stands up. A grotesque, obese figure that looks long since dead just steps out. The head kind of lazily just rolls off to look at you. Another one pulls itself up out of the ground. Starts kind of lurching towards you. No life behind its eyes. Nothing but pure drive in your general direction. I'm going to move us into a map.
That looks like a problem.
I don't
If
love
we have time
this.
for a reaction, I'd like to cast Bless, but I'm fine if I don't get it.
Right, there we go. And I'm going to move the stream over.
Fuck. Those are some big dudes.
There we go.
They're holding legs.
They are holding legs.
The James brain right now of recognizing creature has run this creature.
I
Not
promise
metagaming of the creature.
I've never seen this exact creature. Is there a way to get it the screen to stop moving?
What do you mean?
Like that.
I don't know what it looks like for you. What?
It moved to follow whoever just moved.
Oh, the stream?
Yeah.
It does that. Once you roll initiative, it'll be better for you.
Okay. Well, I am going to roll everyone's initiative. That is what Boundary VTT does.
Oh boy.
Oh, initiative is secret?
Yep.
No, I think our
Well,
results
no,
are
wait,
up
hon. You're
top
supposed
if I'm
to.
reading the
Yeah,
correct
you
list.
can see it. We can see the initiative.
Oh,
scan.
I had it set to blind.
Oh.
No, I mean like even with the blind, if you look up top in the order, you can see people's numbers.
Oh.
The dice themselves, I had set. Oh, that's not the music I picked.
That's okay.
That's the music I wanted.
Sorry. It's gonna move the camera. I'm sorry, but technically, I am writing Firefang.
I just wanted to make there. All right. Tippy top of initiative. Fighter.
It's me. One action to hunt prey. This one at the top left because that's closest to me. One action to command Firefang. So Firefang and I are gonna move.
It keeps moving the map. Oh my god. That's so
What?
annoying.
It's following the token. We could talk about turning this off later. And then targets my hunt prey. I can immediately make a recall knowledge check as part of this because it's monster hunter.
Alright.
So I'm gonna make a lore master check. 17. I rolled like shit.
17 is not enough.
Yeah,
Failure.
didn't think it was gonna be. Cool. Firefang still has an action left. So they're gonna use their Riding Drake support benefit. So I can potentially light this thing on fire anytime I hit this.
Okay.
I'm gonna, for my last action, I'm gonna use Twin Takedown, which allows me to make 2 strikes. So first with the Kopesh and then with the short sword. Short sword has agile. Here's where the bad rolls start. 27 to hit.
Absolute hits.
And then for the short sword is a 24.
Absolutely hits.
Cool. So they're also gonna take. I'll combine all this damage when I'm done for you, by the way, so you don't have to worry about it.
Thanks.
1d4. It's each time. Until the start. Yeah, each time. So they'll take 2d4 additional fire damage on top of all this. So,
You love to see
damage. I'm gonna guess they're immediately immune to. Oh wait, hold on. My mental effect thing wouldn't even trigger.
it wouldn't.
Because it's not a critical success.
They're also mindless.
Huh, normally I can merge all this damage together. That's weird. Alright, well, that's a fuck ton of damage. That is 16 plus 15 plus 4 plus 2.
That he's also freaking out. I don't know why the token.
Oh, it's part of the animator thing. When it takes damage, it just moves a little bit. That's a new update. I don't know how to turn it off, but I actually kind of like it. You should have seen my mech finder game. You ever seen mechs do little shibbies as they die? Well,
And then finally the
that's
15,
all my. Yep.
which that slashing damage seems to absolutely tear chunks out of this thing.
No. Oh, okay, good. My short sword has versatile S, so I'm gonna switch it over to slashing damage if I saw the first strike was particularly deadly.
Unfortunately for you, as you cut away a chunk of this thing, its body does that entire chunk of meat does just splatter to the ground, start
Ugh.
moving.
What?
Sprout little digits and start scampering towards you.
Is it a fucking animated hit? Fuck you. You're lucky I don't have fucking reactions against that movement right there.
That wasn't movement. That was me misplacing the token.
I know. I'm kidding. That's gonna end my turn with all 5 to 6 actions being done.
All right. Next is Arabelle.
Okay. So I am going to fly. If I can figure out how to.
How high up are you? That's gonna change your. Here, I'm gonna give you at least +5 feet, just so you can actually fly.
Okay.
There you go.
So I'm here. Do I look like if I am like 10 feet or so up in the air that I would be out of reach of these, or do they look like they would still be able to hit
The
me?
big guy himself.
Yeah.
You would have to be quite a bit higher than that.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I am going to move upward and, like, in a trajectory, like I'm around. But then I would like to cast Fireball in such a way where I hit the big guy next to Tidar and the hand, but
Absolutely,
not
yeah.
Tidar.
Flex save throw. Flex save throw. Failure by the crawling hand in a natural 20. Zombie Hulk.
No. Bullshit.
So go ahead and roll up your damage.
How do I do that?
Under the spell,
if you
in
scroll
chat,
up.
it says roll damage.
$24.
24. And that was a failure, so the giant crawling hand takes the full 24 points of damage. I think that was 1 action to move, and then 2 actions to cast Fireball.
Yep,
Yes.
I'm done.
It would help if I actually hit begin encounter. There we go. Go down to the zombie Hulk, who is absolutely going to take a swing at Firefang.
What the hell? Going after my companion, not me?
I know.
I'm
So
the bigger
mean.
threat. I'm the one who just cleaved into it.
You're actually not the bigger threat. Firefang is much larger than you.
All right, just reminding you, it does also have the benefits of hunt prey. So it does have the bonus to its AC. Because rangers have a special clause in Animal Companion. That's right, I fucking read the rules.
Zombies are dumb and have no idea what that means.
Oh, I know, but it's just something cool I wanted to point out.
It is going to wide swing, which means it is going to hit both of you. Or try to hit both of you.
That's goblin phobic right there.
Right? Honestly, I'm on your side. I think that's just rude, but no one asked me. Well, that is a 7 to hit Firefang. And
A 7 in total? Oh, 24 in total.
24 total.
That's gonna hit. That hits.
And then a 21 to hit you.
That's gonna miss.
Naturally, swinging its giant hunk of meat, it is going to slap Firefang, but cleanly miss you.
My poor Drake.
For a
They'd
whopping
even get a
18
one dance.
points of damage.
All right.
And it is going to take one hand, reach inside of its abdomen, pull out just a rotting hunk of meat, and toss it at our flying wizard. Of meat, go!
Oh,
two.
missed by 22.
Does a 2 hit you?
Did you
Arabelle,
fail its scale proficiency for its?
Oh,
it-
2?
Yeah, does a 2 hit your AC?
No, it does not.
Okay.
We're actually using
It does
Thaco
in
rules
fact
for
miss
wizards
by
only.
22.
That's fine. It flies up towards you. You kind of just lean off to the right a little, and it just comes straight back down.
Try again, dearie. I'm sure you'll do better
It
next
is going to
time.
land with a plop, and that hunk of meat starts growing limbs and starts moving underneath.
So weird. I love it.
Well, that's its turn done because it is perma-slowed and only gets 2 actions. We are down to the crawling hand who took the fireball, who does not actually get a turn this round. Bark Wolf.
Hey. Sorry, brain just froze. First things first, I believe I'm within 30 feet. I will evil eye the zombie Hulk.
Yeah.
It has to roll a will save. As I lock it in a baleful, envious gaze from behind the frightening mask somebody put on this shoe toy.
Let me just make sure that it is not 100%.
I was worried about that.
Fly. Curse.
It is a curse effect.
I don't know if it's
Oh, excuse me, it's not
specifically. I don't know if it's immune to the second condition. I'm gonna be really honest, because second is not a death effect.
It's not.
You,
Which one are you
or
targeting?
and evil eye is not a disease.
The one that everyone's engaging.
Gotcha. Will save. Its will is actually better than I thought it was. That's still a failure with a 20.
It is, yeah. My DC on that is 26.
Yeah, absolutely a failure.
So it gets sickened 1. And would I know that if zombies are immune to like mental and emotional effects?
You'd absolutely make a recall knowledge check.
Actually, yeah, I'll make a recall knowledge to see if I can demoralize a zombie.
Heck yeah. Religion check.
What would
please.
that be? Religion check's my shitty one. I think it's probably more likely to keep with the action economy. I'm just going to try to demoralize the other one by glaring at it.
Yeah, like roll intimidation.
Right. That's right. I should have had my stats pulled up. Sorry, I'm still learning Foundry.
It takes some getting used to.
Where are
Oop and I with hundreds of hours into Foundry.
Literally.
There we go. Intimidation. Oh, I think. Did you apply heroism to me, James?
I didn't, but I applied heroism to myself.
I think I think Barkwolf has heroism
I gotcha.
attached for some reason. Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna hit these things real hard.
It's a 31.
31 against a will DC of 22 would absolutely be a success if they weren't completely mindless and have no idea what intimidation is.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
But now you know.
Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Though what battle are against you? Oh, I guess we do know what battle.
Undead ones.
Right? And then
Yeah,
just so I can be in range of doing things. Why can't I grab my token? Okay, for some reason I'm having trouble moving it. I'm gonna run up to
Are
be
you trying to grab
like
Tyson?
between. That might be why, because I forgot that I'm the tiny one. But now you need to move. Now I'm hitting me.
What's your move? 25?
Well, it's actually the dog's move, but yeah. Because my familiar has independent, so it'll take an action even if I don't command it. And then I will hide.
Like physically just ducking down because these things can very clearly see you.
It's probably more of a deception to look harmless.
I would
Then
that falls under the same category of they are too mindless to understand what
they're too
deception
mindless
is.
too. Yeah,
They know there's meat in front of them. They're going to try to eat said meat.
that's valid.
I'm moved.
It looks like there are leaves and things on the ground. We are tiny. We could probably just try to get underneath the leaves.
We could absolutely say that for flavor you were digging in the leaves, but mechanically probably won't have much of it.
Okay. Well then. That's
Just
what I
turn
had
to
been
the
planning
zombie,
to
say,
do.
"Sir, this is not an Arby's."
I
I think
your
just to get my turn. That's right. I forgot about shield. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I forgot that I had shield.
That shield.
Yeah, I'll throw up a shield.
Always a good one action spell, just if you got nothing else.
100% forgot I had it. Yep. Throw it up.
The other zombie Hulk is going to move its relatively quick speed for a creature of that size. And we're gonna throw a hunk of meat at Firefang.
Stop throwing it at my Drake. All right.
It's a 23.
Please, for the love of God. This is why I implement the John Wick rule in my games. You don't attack animal companions unless it's your last action to do so.
You are riding a large creature
I'm
into
aware
battle.
I'm aware of what's going on here. All right, it's bad enough you made these things immune to mental effects. All right,
Yeah,
like half my build went away right there.
I did that. Anyway,
You chose them. You chose these creatures.
it is going to smack your riding drake for 23 points of bludgeoning damage by hurling a hunk of meat at you.
I'm so fucking glad I took medic.
A giant crawling hand sprouts out of the hunk of meat. And that's his turn done, because they are slow. Tyson!
So I got a question. These are undead. My strikes are divine. Does that give me any mechanical benefit in Pathfinder?
We'll find out. There are enemies that have weakness
if you have
to certain types of damage.
If you have key strike, like that might be able to.
Right. Actually, I need to pull up my character sheet. Let's see. First off, I am going to. Can I get there? Well, no, there's enemies here. Okay. I'm gonna run up to this hand. Why can I not move? Why are you not moving?
You have the measuring tool selected?
Oh, maybe.
Also, keep in mind that though I look surrounded, I am up like 30 feet in the air.
You are high. Well, not 30 feet, because I think fly only gives you a total of 20 feet of movement.
25.
25.
It's my movement or 20, whichever is greater.
But I mean, going from
It's
here
not moving
to
now.
there, and then going 20 feet up, I think Pythagorean would disagree with this action.
Somebody help me move my character. What am I doing wrong?
I got you. Where do you want to move? Like, you want to get up to one of these hands?
Yeah, I want to get to this guy right here because I'm gonna hit him.
What's good right now is that they're flat-footed, not flat-footed, off guard, because there is a straight line going through that character, that hand. So they take a -2 penalty to their AC.
Not if Arabelle's
because of
20
where
feet
you-
up.
That's true. They're
Yeah.
20 feet in the air. Oh, let me just. There you go. Sorry, they looked a lot lower where I was looking. All right,
I
well,
want
there you
to. All right, so I'm hitting that guy. Let me bring up my thing.
Don't forget to
I want-
target by hovering over them and tapping the T.
Thank you. And let's see.
Do you want to spend an action to enter your stance?
Yes. Which that would be fist, right?
Dragon stance.
Dragon
Stance.
stance.
Use. So I'll use that.
Now
And
you in
then-
your like attacks, there should be like something listed as like dragon tail.
Yeah, so I want to hit it with the dragon tail first.
Yeah.
And is this
Beat 'em up.
-5 or is this my plus 14?
Full bonus.
Plus 14. Oof.
18.
Does
God.
miss.
It's okay, because you got
Cool,
flurry
cool.
blows, so you could hit with another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I have to call flurry blows as my next action?
So you
Uh,
move, enter your stance, and then you
Stance.
would have attacked, which would have been your third action. But instead of attacking,
okay.
you could have said doing a flurry of blows, which would have given you enough.
Understood.
So you can just make your other attack.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna hit him again with my dragon tail.
Go for it. Does
come on,
have
you got this.
back
Oh,
swing,
this does
so you
This
So
get-
does-
does have the -5, so the +9
-5.
to
Okay.
hit.
Yep.
you are going to get a +1 because the weapon has backswing.
Okay.
Ooh, shit, nice. Backswing's awesome.
Uh,
Hey,
21?
total of
that hit.
22 absolutely hits.
fucking go.
All right.
I love when teams do shit.
10 points of damage.
10 whole points of damage.
Nice.
I will never financially recover from.
Wait, I have whirling throw. Oh, I know what I'm doing next time.
Anything
I
else?
present thyself a yeet.
Yep. No. I'll sit right here.
Right. Brings us to the hand, who doesn't get a round. Brings us to the top of round 2, Tidar.
They're beating up by a dragon.
It's looking a little bloody down there.
By Drake. It's okay. I got tree bones. So I'm gonna battle medicine. Because I am a medic.
Aren't you worried about attack of opportunity?
I've taken that risk. Also,
He
it
is
would have
also gonna get
I would have
4 hit points
taken that.
from me.
Oh, it's true.
Actually, no, it just
I
did
would-
get 4 hit points from me.
Yeah. Oh, let me heal it real quick because of the spirit link.
Yep.
Boop boop. There we go.
And you
I
take-
assume it would have hit me with it already when I did my
Sparkle,
normal.
You take your 4 points of damage.
Yep. Yep.
treat wounds. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I forgot to equip one thing into
It
my.
is slow and dumb and
healers.
absolutely does not have an attack of
Oh, I know.
opportunity.
I'm saying it would have hit me with it when I strided up to it, which is a thing. There we go. Treat wounds. Roll.
Critical
As long as it wasn't a nat 1. There we go. So Firefang is healed for 28. That was my first action. Second action, I am going. You took away my entire toolkit of being master proficiency in deception and feint a mental skill.
If only I'd told
Action.
you that you were going into a graveyard before we even made these characters.
Undead covers a plethora of creatures in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, okay?
Also, to be fair, I was like, undead is far too obvious. Maybe Hoop's doing a little bait and switch.
So
You never know.
did
Things
the
that could be
reverse
in a
of the reverse.
graveyard could plenty. I've read graveyard encounters where not everything was mindless. Cool. I'm then going to. They actually regain an additional 5 because I have the medic archetype.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Second action, I'm gonna try to grapple them.
Which one?
The big guy right in front of me.
Titan Wrestler?
I do have Titan Wrestler.
Go for it then.
I fucking failed.
An 18, you didn't. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, so
that's against the reflex.
It gets
DC.
fort DC. Grapple's fort DC, which I'm gonna assume 18 is too low on. It's 10
fort?
plus. So here's the thing: if I could do feint, it'd be against reflex DC, which I have a plus 20 with, but I can't because it's immune to mental effects. Grapple has always been fort DC, athletic check versus fort DC, which looking at big, strong, hulky guy is gonna fail.
Yeah, DC of 25.
Yeah, fail. Ooh, do I want to command Fire Fang as my last action?
Counterspell.
I hate you. I'm gonna try to do a twin takedown. I know this just increases map to 1,000,000, but we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, you're a ranger. You don't care. Absolutely.
First one hits. This is why we take agile with our last weapon.
Absolutely.
That also hits. Man, this is fun. So damage. These are both slashing damage, yes. Then because I have mature animal companion, Firefang can take one action, either stride or strike. So I'm gonna actually have Firefang hit you with its jaws. Oh, is it dead?
It is literally cut to rib.
Well, that giant hand is crawling hand's about to take it then. Could have done it without that fireball.
25 definitely hits.
Let me turn off hunt prey because it's not my hunted prey. There we go. For 11 points of damage as it bites into it. That is gonna end my turn.
As a reaction,
I don't like that.
I need your giant drake to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool. It's an expert in that. 31.
31 is a critical success by 3. A critical success plus 3.
Hell yeah.
You're fine.
I read the books.
Anything else?
Nope, that was all my 5 actions.
All right, Arabelle.
Rangers are really good about action economy manipulation.
They're really good.
So
they're awesome. Monks are great.
What I would like to do in this current situation is to fly up 25 feet. And because we've been adventuring for a while, dang it, James, what's your character's name again?
Tidar.
Tidar would know that Arabelle is what she is about to do when she says, "Look out below, dearie." If I am calculating correctly, if I put Tidar in the radius, I can catch everything with Fireball.
Oh, do it. Yeah, just fucking throw me in that shit. I'm down for that.
So that is what I am doing. It looks as though I can get the big guy and the 3 hands if I put Tidar in the radius.
If I had a number of nickels for every time a player has dropped fireball on me, I'd have 5 nickels.
I do
Which isn't
want
a
to,
lot, but it's weird Alice has claimed 3 of them.
I do think if I move it 1 up, I would be able to avoid hitting Tyson as well.
You're not hitting Tyson.
Okay.
There you go.
If you leave it back 1 to the right, you are not hitting Tyson, and you are hitting everyone. And you're also hitting the
Fantastic.
Drake and Tidar. But you are hitting every enemy.
We can take that.
Okay. Then that is the goal. That is what I am doing. From 45 feet up in the air.
Tidar critically succeeded.
It's nothing.
Firefang failed, which surprisingly also doesn't have resistance to fire damage, but
I was assuming
me.
there was resistance to fire
I
damage.
checked. There's not, but I could take it. Like,
You know what? It's fine.
Go bottom to top.
I am a medic. I could always
Right.
just slap it with more healing.
Middle one and top one. It's fail. A crit
That's
success.
so
for
many.
the top one. But the other 2 fail.
A crit fail. No, crit fail from the giant crawling hand.
The middle one.
That's a 13 against 26.
What's your DC? 26?
26? 13 is
24.
10 under. 20,
Still crit fail.
even better. Yeah.
36 damage on that damage roll.
It's very, very dead. This one down here just failed, so it takes the damage.
Take
No
care
one
not to let the door hit you on the way out.
And the top one takes nothing. One of their hands just
No one
bursts
is
into
ever allowed to
flame.
complain about casters again.
I think that's it. It's a move, dropping a
Yep.
fireball that nukes that part of the graveyard. There's nothing growing here anyways, but now there's especially none.
Looks like
I
home.
want to feel like when she did that, when she said "look out below," it was just like straight Dragon Ball Z with a little point and then just a little, with her finger, and then the whole place just is an implosion.
Hey, Hoop.
It's just like Gatling gun.
Did the zombie Hulk take damage?
Yes.
Because it says it's unharmed.
It failed a 20.
Cool.
But it wasn't
I just don't want to
slashing
have to cleave
damage,
into this thing more.
so it does not get to spawn a giant.
Is it specifically slashing damage? Fuck.
Uh,
I'm good at those.
well, it only has one more hand to spawn, because this was the mechanic that I added to them, where if they took slashing damage, or if they missed with their toss meat attack, they could spawn. They could basically throw their hands, or their hand would get cut off and take a life of its own.
I love it.
Well, the giant crawling hand is going to reel back and try to grab Tidar, because it's a hand.
They're
no,
up,
it's gonna
coward.
try to claw you. Because it actually
Okay.
has the grab ability. I know, crazy for a creature that is nothing but a hand. That is a 36 to hit.
That hits.
For minimum damage of 7.
Fucking take it out right on the chin.
Its second action is going to be to grab you.
So
Automatically.
make that athletics check. Nope. Remaster rules, Hoop.
What?
You still have to make that athletics check at your highest bonus.
I refuse.
Yeah,
to
they
remaster.
reworked it. Fuck you.
Athletics.
If you want to grab me, I'll allow it. Just
No, it's 15.
15. Yeah, that's gonna actually crit fail.
That's very annoying.
It makes sense because there's a lot of rules about getting around being grabbed. Well, good news is, nothing bad happens when you crit fail on your grab attempt.
That's gonna try to hit you and miss with a total of a 10.
Holy
That
crap.
crit fails.
It reels back and just launches into you, being a giant fist, tries to grab onto you, just slides off, and like tries to claw at you as it's falling back to the ground, but nothing doing.
I'm not
Barkwolf,
afraid of a hound.
Hello, I would. So, the dog is gonna rush over with me still in its mouth to right out there. Why do I have this weird thing open? And then the body of the dog is going to crumple to the ground while a ghostly figure of the dog remains upright, and it is very different in mien and demeanor. It's much more warlike, and it is going to fly at. Oh, first I'm going to evil eye. Forgot the evil eye. First I'm going to evil eye the zombie Hulk, and then the ghostly dog is going to fly through the zombie Hulk and into Firefang.
absolutely a fail.
Love it.
So it's second one. This is Shed Spirit, which is somewhere in this thing that I'm looking at now. But look at the ability. It must make a will save. Excuse me.
At a plus 11, that is a natural 20.
So it's succeeded then.
Critically succeeded.
Yep, that's what I thought. Then the dog just disappears into the zombie Hulk, and its body gets up and picks me up, or wakes up with its me still in its jaws and stands up. That's 3 actions, and the movement from the dog.
Love it.
That time I knew what I was doing.
It's unfortunate that it doesn't get to do any healing.
Yeah, I was trying to heal Firefang.
Huh.
It's okay.
I would still prefer that it did a little healing, but that's just me. But yeah, that is the end of your turn. The zombie Hulk is going to actually doesn't even need to step forward.
Does it just have
tiny.
reach?
It just has that much reach.
I do have
How
a
tall-
question. Who?
Yeah.
Would the zombie Hulk consider the one that has fireballed things into oblivion a bigger threat?
No.
Okay.
It's literally mindless. The closest thing to it is going to try to kill.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, question.
Mhm.
Does Barkwolf have at least lesser cover due to these stone things, which I'm gonna guess are headstones, and they're tiny? I'm just saying, this is the map you chose. This is a tiny creature. I've been burned by this in my Pathfinder games by tiny creatures. All right.
I will absolutely concede the point and say yes.
So you have a +1 bonus to your AC against these attacks.
We're going to try to smack you with a hunk of meat.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that one though.
Critically
Yeah,
hit
that's-
with a 30.
How is that a critical? Oh, because it's plus 11.
Over by 10.
Even
Yep,
AC of
yep.
19.
over by 10. However, I was critically
Holy
hit,
shit.
so I'm going to cast Wooden Double.
Oh.
So as the hunk of meat comes down and to hit me, suddenly Barkwolf, but not my familiar, is a step action is a 5-foot movement, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Barkwolf gets separated from the familiar by 5 feet. If one of the game masters can do this for me, it'll go to the upright diagonally, and
Hope
is
you want me to do
replaced
it.
by a wooden block.
Yes, please.
A wooden double. It has hardness 5 and 20 hit points. If the wooden block is destroyed, you take any excess damage the block didn't absorb. After taking
Hardness
the blow, the wooden
5.
block collapses into a pile of splinters and dust.
So it brings it down to 35, minus an additional 20. So it'd be 35, down to 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what it is. Like,
just do
Darkwolf will take.
substitute?
It's a hey boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Giant
Not
hunk
at
of
the
wood
bath.
just
The bath is bathing.
shatters the wooden block.
No doubt the dog is squealing as the hunk of meat lands right in front of it. In fact, can the dog, this is not an action because the dog just ran, but can the dog please bite the meat and tear some off?
So, if I am
Wordsworth,
applying
spit
the
that out.
rules to the riding drake and using the logic of attacking it because it is being ridden as a mount, I feel like out of consistency, I have to apply the same rules to the dog.
But you did specify they were attacking me.
Yes, but it also, when it attacks a creature, it can attack multiple creatures at once.
Oh, does it using
Oh.
swing?
It uses wide swing.
I did not realize that.
I mean, you could at least use the wooden thing to just stop the initial damage from
Yeah,
being
so you were
40
only
down to
taking the
15.
Yeah, it only affects
So
me.
it's still a good
I can't
use of
use it.
action economy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a 35 against the familiar.
That familiar is about to die. Don't worry, you can get it back soon, but holy shit. It's a fucking hit.
For 42 points of damage.
Oh, that thing's dead.
Can you do multiple reactions in PF?
Nope.
Okay. So I've already used my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now there's just a doll lying on the battlefield in the middle of this graveyard. A chew toy, all ripped up and everything.
Wordsworth?
So it takes that swing, smashes down. When it lifts up the hunk of meat, the familiar spectral dog is gone, and there is just a poppet lying on the ground 5 feet from where it was. But that's it. The entirety of its turn.
And bookkeeping note, I forgot I had temp HP, so I'm just going to fix that. I increase my hit points slightly.
Tyson,
Okay.
Cool. I want to grapple this hand.
go for it.
That is
We
the
do it
best
all-
sentence I've heard all night.
I think that's called a handshake.
Let's see.
So make an athletics
All right,
check
so athletics check.
versus a DC 21.
Where's it at? Where's my stuff at?
It should be under where like that open hand is on your sheet. That's where you'll find like athletics.
Ah, there it is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Athletics.
Oh,
20.
20. Does
Oh,
not meet
one
a DC
off.
21.
Do we have a +1
You
though?
do. You have 2 +1s. Well, you specifically have one, and the party has one.
Can I give my +1 to Tyson so they can succeed this check?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you. I
Grab
got
that
this hand,
fucking
right?
hand.
Yeah, I got this hand. All right. All right. So, my next action for my next trick, we're gonna do whirling throw.
This thing's gonna go fucking flying. Like, this is why I needed this check to work.
Let's see.
This is the
attempt-
most aggressive handhold in history.
So,
I wanna hold your hand.
And
Yeah,
this
so-
is up to 10 feet plus 5 feet times your strength modifier.
And I think my
Athletics check,
strength
please.
modifier is +4.
10.
It's +4.
Athletics check, please.
Holy shit. Yeah, this thing's gonna go fucking off the map.
26.
26.
Absolutely a success. You throw
So
it the
when you
desired
need-
distance.
I
You
would
can
like
chuck
to,
it up to here, like 25 feet away. I did the math.
or
Like, in this
or-
range.
So it does do damage, right?
Mhm.
You're about to
Cool.
chuck it into the Hulk.
I'm chucking it into the Hulk.
20,
As hard.
you have +4 to your strength, right?
Yeah.
The Hulk is
So
one space too far away.
No.
You
It's
can-
okay. You're still moving it out of the way, which
no,
is good.
Sorry. You can throw it 30 feet because it's 10 plus 5 times your strength.
10
So you
plus-
can absolutely
Mhm.
throw
Yeah.
it into it.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
yes.
I mean, if I read it right, I think it does like what 1d6 damage.
Your strength modifier
If it landed prone.
plus 3d6.
3d6 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking love this.
What's your strength modifier? Plus 4?
No, my fault. +2, so I missed it. My dex is +4, so I probably missed it.
It is going to be
I'm
10
sorry,
feet
who?
short then.
Oh, well,
you can still
I still
throw it
want
into
to
one
do
of the
damage. Yeah,
headstones.
It's
Yeah,
So
I
it's
still
gonna
wanna
take
do it.
damage.
yeah.
still
Fuck yeah.
enough to just splatter
That's still
it across
cool.
the headstone.
And then I want to do. Oh, can I move? Move is an action, right?
Yes, it is. You have one action left because you did one to grab, one to throw.
Bro,
So you'd have one left to like move.
That's
I
cool.
will tell you this. If you could get to here, right?
yeah,
I can get to down here on my next turn and we can flank this creature together.
yeah. All right, let's do that. Then I'm gonna move. Can you move me to the front of this guy? Like I also want to put myself between Bark as well, like to pop it. I want to put
Absolutely.
myself in between him, so it targets me.
At the end of your turn, those of you that are magically inclined or just perceptive would feel and hear that carriage start to shake. It starts just
Uh-oh.
leaking occult energy. And a moment later, the top of it just bursts out the splinter
Give me a.
that rain down. And a figure is going to sit up, stretch, and get to its feet. Twirling a pair of antique pistols, looking at the lot of you. To the
What?
Got guns.
I wasn't ready for guns.
Of course it gets to go.
God damn it.
The spirit link on Firefang goes off, and I don't think the other two have taken damage yet. But
They have
Firefang gains 4 HP, and I lose 4.
I'll take it.
It is going to climb out of the wagon, take a few steps forward. Don't understand, but I feel good. I feel. Oh, this is wonderful. Whoever
Well,
you
good
are,
for you, dearie.
thank you. And those pistols are going to twirl one more time. And Arabelle is going to just take
No.
2 snapshots at you.
Okay.
Using the current multiple attack penalty.
I don't like that. That's scary.
1, 2. Oof, awful roll. Both awful rolls. But they both just hit with a 24.
On the first one, I would like to use my reaction to cast Rebounding Barrier.
Heck yeah. Cast away.
There is no need for you to be so rude.
Gain resistance 10 to It's one physical type of damage. The triggering attack deals your attack 5 points of damage. The bullet just shatters against the barrier, shards of it still just ripping through your armor. Some of them are being rebounded and cuts against flesh that has no blood. It's simply just tearing away chunks of flesh from a otherwise lifeless corpse, or should be lifeless. The first one, you're going to take 10 less of this. So a whopping 3 points of damage.
Well, I take half of that. Well, it's specified as Arabelle takes half of that and I take the rest. So I don't know how the rounding math works in Pathfinder.
So I take 2?
I believe Pathfinders always round up.
So then you would take 2 and I would take 1.
If you're taking
And
half,
then-
you both take 2.
It specifies that the person I'm protecting takes half and I take the rest. It is worded that way, very specifically. I mean, I'm arguing over
it's
a
a difference
single
of
hit.
1
I mean, it
point of
doesn't matter so
damage.
much.
But
I
for
was
my
gonna say,
GM
it doesn't matter
brain,
that much, but
for my GM brain, half would be 1.5, which would round up to 2. So you both take.
I'm not taking half. That was a
Would you
mistake on
would
my
you
part.
like a second opinion?
Absolutely.
So the wording that they're correct on, it should be Arabelle takes 2, they take the 1. That's because of the way I've been fucking this is how much Pathfinder I've played. I've been burned by this fucking spell. And so I don't like it's that good where it's gonna be the rest is gonna go to Barkwolf. So it should be 1 to Barkwolf, 2 to Arabelle.
Yeah.
And you had a second pistol hit.
Correct.
That part I can't negate.
This
Who's getting hit with the second one again?
both into air,
Okay.
and they just hit for a total of 11 points of damage.
So I get 6.
Yep. And I get 5.
So this
You
was
really-
the question that I needed to ask, which I'm 100% certain that I already know the answer. Have any of you never killed a living thing?
I've killed some living things.
That
Not a person, a living thing.
Oh, living thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume that at the very least I've been around while either the dog or the ghost of the dog killed a living thing and was probably involved.
I mean,
We're probably stepping on some bugs right now.
exactly. According to the wording, it only says that a creature who has never killed a living being, including insects or fish or game.
Fuck. Nah.
That's a weird clause.
That is a
It's
weird
very
clause.
clause.
Anyways, if you
Have
had
you
never
needed to
killed
eat food?
anything, you would be immune to its bullets of vengeance.
That's. I want to look at that when that's done.
I do think that Arabelle has probably killed very little, but
If at least one thing in your life
one
you have
thing,
ended
yes,
the life of,
yes.
bullets of vengeance affects you.
Man,
that's
have you
it.
ever needed food?
Right?
I don't know. Do automatons eat?
Have you ever stepped on a bug accidentally?
Yeah.
Stepped on a stick? Like,
Killed a flower?
everything's
I
a
don't-
living thing. Yeah, like, that's such a vague thing. It's like, this is my thing. It's just like, have you existed for all? Like,
Kind of.
okay. I'm gonna yell at Arabelle and to Barkwolf. If you can finish off the head, I'm gonna deal with the zombie. And I'm gonna have use an action to command Firefang. To stride twice. So that gets us both down here. Forgive me for all the weird movement shenanigans.
I've surrendered, and I'm just letting that screen do whatever it wants to.
That's what you should do. I've learned that. Just let it go. Hunt prey on this guy.
Oh, I am sorry. Small step back. Arabelle, you cannot use that spell.
What?
That bullet does not allow the triggering of reactions.
Oh,
Enjoy
Okay.
the 10 extra damage.
Yeah, just 10 extra.
so
Well,
5
no,
extra damage.
if you would have,
5.
that would have split.
It would have been 5 split.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
I take 5.
You take 5, yeah.
Well, Hoop, I am an outwit ranger.
Mhm.
So I'm used by lore master
Mhm.
because I hunt preyed.
Mhm.
And see if I can learn anything else about this thing. 28.
I hunt prayed, James. Think about your grammar. I hunt prayed.
Listen, I'm only an author for a living.
28
Hunt, pray, love.
is the DC.
28 is the DC.
Yep.
Great. I'm going to use additional recollection. I want to make a recall knowledge check on this new friend of ours.
Oh, wait, sorry. That was against the big guy, Zombie Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's absolutely a success. It's
Okay,
almost
great.
a
I can
crit
make
success.
additional one on the Pale Stranger.
Go for it.
This is also using Lore Master because it's the greatest skill.
Yeah. That is
26. That is a fail. Okay. So 1 action command, 1 action hunt prey. I guess I'm going for twin takedown.
Take down away.
Uh,
Get a spawn
so
another
we're
hand.
just not if I nat 1, Hoop. Not if I nat 1.
Wow.
And I missed on the second one with the 5.
You're not gonna spawn a hand.
It's off guard. Is it calculating off guard?
No.
Am I just slightly off
You
for
are
off guard?
slightly off.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you stopped 1 space up, then it would be off.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I'll-
22 does hit.
Okay, cool. It'll still spawn the hand.
It'll still spawn its last. It only hits 2.
It's okay. That's 13 points of damage to it.
23 points of damage.
Fuck yeah.
God, that's weird to watch the token jiggle.
I know. I don't know how to turn it off. I will look into it afterward. I like the shimmy, but if people don't like it, I'll figure it out.
It's
Hey, baby,
hilarious.
can I see a token jiggle?
Yeah, you just slash out, cut off one of its hands, and it just flops to the ground. A moment later, comes to life and starts attacking you.
Not again. That's gonna end my turn.
Alright, that brings us to Arabelle.
I would like to use all 3 actions for Force Barrage
Yeah, barrage away.
at 3rd rank.
Oh god, that's so many. That's so many D4s about to hit the table.
Annabelle's just a Super Saiyan. That's all she is. She's a Super Saiyan.
How do I tell it to
Just,
do the right amount of D4s?
If you hit roll damage, it should.
It should ask you how many
Oh.
actions you're using.
Does it?
Should.
I don't know. I've never casted the spell. So, oh, that's 1. Oh, so you have to do it individually? Oh, that's stupid.
No, I didn't see.
Hoop, would you mind if I just looked into it real quick for you?
Go for it.
Yeah, because that is. I'm gonna expend one of your spell slots. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm just gonna give you your spell slot back. Yeah, no, you have to manually do it. That's
Oh my
so
god,
weird.
that's awful. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's put our heads together. We could do some math. Okay, if 3 actions is 3 bolts, so this should be 64 plus 6 because it's a heightened 2, and you get 1 additional one for every one that you spend. So this should be 64 plus 6 force damage.
Actually,
her.
I I see the way to modify
So
it.
it should
Okay.
be 9d4 plus 9. Titan plus
Are you
2.
sure? And they're casting at 3rd rank, so
Titan is
just
one additional shard for each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a base
So
first
that'd be
level.
6.
Well,
It's
So
rated
yeah,
as
so first level is 3
Oh, it's
dart.
one-
The
yeah,
first
yeah.
rank is 3 darts,
Yep.
and then this would be another 3.
total of 6d4 plus 6.
Okay.
That's so many dice.
That is the total damage. It's 19. That's a very bad damage roll.
19 points. Still, 19 points of unstoppable damage is still good.
And I'm done.
Love it.
Just bolts of energy raining down on this figure.
That is more like a Gatling gun from Dragon Ball. And Arabelle just stands there like, you really should think against going against my hospitality.
The giant crawling hand is going to use an action to move. One action to try to attack Bark Wolf. A claw
Thanks,
strike
giant crawling hand.
and miss with an 18.
I was dead.
Ha!
But it'll try it again at
Take-
-5. The odds aren't great. No, it misses by a lot.
Yeah.
By a lot it misses.
Hey.
Tries to just claw you, grab you, slam into you, nothing. It's
Just
done.
flopping back and forth.
And you're up.
I'm going to sustain Evil Eye. That's one action.
Stay.
And then with the other two, sustain. Note that I've been failing to remind you, Hoop. Every time I cast or sustain a spell, any timed conditions get extended an extra round. Like anybody's.
I don't think you've given them any.
No,
Yeah,
I
there's
was hoping
unfortunately
that-
not another creature with it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was hoping that my fellow PCs would do that. But just to remind you.
They have failed you.
Oh no, it doesn't happen anymore because the familiar is
Oh,
dead.
right,
It
yeah.
doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, it doesn't happen
That's
anymore.
Yeah,
math.
The other
Hoop,
attack-
you kind of smacked it with a crit for 42 damage.
Right? You told me you were going to attack my familiar. You
I didn't know
specifically
you were
told me.
using it as a mount in combat.
You specifically told me.
Usually familiars
and then
are
I'll
like
use-
on your shoulder or like tucked in a coat. No, you were riding it like a battle mount.
It's not the first time this has happened. Hoop has done this shit with familiar mounts, okay? Pixie
Okay,
Barbarian
Hoop told me-
happened to me too.
Coop told me that they had never done it to a familiar. This is all
Oh.
your life is lies, Hoop.
To a familiar
Hoop
that is just
hates familiars.
existing.
This is what we've learned. It's new Hoop lore. Hoop hates familiars.
You're all fired. You're
Hoop's
Mounted
an animal
familiar.
rider, so we call PETA.
we got a raid.
I'm
We did.
gonna
Live
use
from the
the
apocalypse.
other
Thank
two-
you so much for the raid. We love you so much.
Yay!
Just in time.
right!
To learn that Hoop hates familiars.
New lore just dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Hoop is familiarist. Anyway, I'm going to use my 2 actions to cast Flicker. So I flicker quickly between this plane and another. I gain resistance 5 to all damage except force. And at the end of each of my turns, I automatically teleport 10 feet in a random direction as determined by the familiar hater.
Love that.
Yep.
And that's all my actions since my action economy got reduced thanks to my familiar getting splatted by a hunk of rotting meat.
Oh.
And at the end of my turn, I teleport 10 feet. You get to decide where, familiar hater.
1, 2, roll d6. 1 is up. 6, you're gonna go diagonal left, 10 feet. Which put you there. Right, brings us to the bottom of the round to Tyson.
What's up? How we doing? Yeah. So
Great. I mean, you've got a new ally in the battlefield.
yeah, we'll see about that. I wish I took Titan Wrestle. I'm so upset I didn't because I would definitely try to throw this thing at that guy.
100%. Titan Wrestler is a must-have for any monk that I make.
Yeah, I don't know why I did it because I have it for my fighter. So I'm gonna hit it with my Dragon Tail.
Yep, you are absolutely blinking it so it is off guard.
We got this. Teamwork. Ooh.
A 33 would have been a crit without flanking.
Nice. So do I just click the critical damage?
Mhm.
Oh, what terrible damage roll!
For 14 points of damage. It is still standing.
That's cool. I'm absolutely gonna hit it again.
Go for it.
Now, I'm gonna roll it. No!
Oh,
13 does miss,
That's
unfortunately.
evil.
Then I want to do Flurry of Blows for my last action.
Okay. These are both going to be at minus 10.
Minus 10. How do I... So do I just have...
Whatever your third
You just
level
click
of attack
the
should be.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Should be at a plus 4 total.
Yep. There we
And
go.
you hit.
23. Is that a crit or just a regular?
Just a hit.
For another 11 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
did as much damage as the critical that time.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wow. And then I'm gonna do it again.
Again, one final attack.
You scooted across that 20 halfway across this map just to do that to me. Mm.
Just striking again and again. It's hard to miss a creature this big. It's just that you're hitting areas that's just like collapsing from just brittle bones. There's no real effect. Some of your punches are landing, others are just... There's just nothing there to hit.
Let's see, what? I don't have any free actions. I thought Dragon Breath was a free action.
All right. I don't think that Tyson has taken any damage, so it's just the 4 with Firefang.
This is saving Firefang's ass so much.
There's a reason I gave my character like tough and a bunch of things that could give them temporary hit points, etc., etc.
Yeah. At the top of the round, Lord Erevan Volesh going to nominate Arabelle as his prey.
Oh, copycat.
He's going to take one
I wonder
action.
they're
Well,
Did
that's
you-
quite forward, but I
Hey,
have heard it in my day.
He's going to do a Revenant reload. Both weapons just... Like, the cartridge just gets ejected out and just dissipates into ash. And they both glow as new bullets are forged immediately in it and then fired.
That's so cool. I mean, it's gonna suck when it hits you, but that's cool.
Very cool enemy.
Have you used Fireball up? Nuke this some bitch.
And these both go off of the current attack bonus. First one,
Jesus, fuck that with a
36.
gun.
and a natural 20.
God damn.
Oh.
You're very rude, young man.
We're gonna lose 2 people in 2 shots.
Oh,
Oh, my
no.
god,
First
this
one
is gonna
does
hurt to watch.
49 points of damage.
So,
So you
25
take
off.
25 and I take 24.
So,
Second one
okay.
only does 28. Much less.
14 more.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm praying for you so hard right now. One of the hobgoblin deities is hearing some real strong words.
And
Time to heal myself.
that did not bring anyone to 0, so there's nothing else to do. That's it. Tidar.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What?
I'm
Why are you
scared to
saying
find
it
out.
like that, Hoop? Why are you saying it like that?
I'm gonna command Firefang to do their support ability.
Mhm.
Then gonna use Twin Takedown against the Zombie Hulk.
Do it.
So, So the first one's the Kopesh for a critical hit.
Yeah.
The second one is the short sword.
Hope you're gonna need 2. That does hit.
It hits. So the first one's a critical, and this doesn't really matter at this point. I don't know if it's even gonna matter at this point. It would be off guard just due to sword crit specialization. Is it still alive?
It
All
is
right.
still standing after the crit, if just barely.
Here's maximum damage with the short sword for 18. Oh my god, it's still one act. Oh wait, hold on. That's 2d4 fire damage as well because of my because of Firefang's support ability.
Sure, roll it. Absolutely dead.
6 points of additional damage. Okay, cool.
It is cut to pieces, and the pieces are burned.
Okay, let's see if like Firefang can do this. I want to see. Okay, I can't get all the way up to it because I want to get to her. So that'd be one action left over. Are they? No, they're so far away. I can't demoralize from here. I'm just gonna use my last action to mark her as my prey.
You mean
And just get it.
Lord Erevan Vorlesh?
Sorry.
Patriarch of House Vorlesh?
All right. I mark Dickbag over here as as my hunt prey. And Tidar is gonna use their last action to just get as close as I can possibly get them. So that can get me 45 feet. So they can get me here.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna look at them and just like, attack me, jerk! I have a drink! That ends my turn, however, as that is all my actions. I've never been so grateful for support ability in my life.
And
You're welcome,
Arabelle
James.
is going to say, "No, I prefer it this way." And she is going to tap Vitality, bleeding in the living vessel,
Yes!
gaining 32 hit points. So she is back to 56.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love
And
this game.
then she's going to fireball.
Fireball away. I'm gonna throw the spell in the chat there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Success, not a critical success.
So 27.
Damage.
Shit. I forgot to recall knowledge. Alright.
Down. 13 points of damage. I was wrong. Pathfinder rounds down. I'm used to Lancer.
Fair.
That's all 3 of my actions.
So
Alright.
does that mean that I should lose 3 hit points and Arabelle should gain 3? I think it's 3.
Sure. About 3
That's
hit points around. I'm not worried about it. Again, just a bead of red light just zips down, explodes at this figure's feet. He kind of just shakes the coat, skin physically just burning and melting away. As if he feels no pain, but his body is taking an absolute...
I did warn you.
The giant crawling hand. This one. It's gonna get her on over to Tyson and try to smack you. For a 26 and just hit. For 14
That's really mean,
points
Hoop.
of slashing damage. And it's gonna try to grab you. Let's see how you feel about being grabbed. For a 27 to grab you, I believe that is a success. What is Tyson's fortitude DC?
Fortitude DC?
Yeah.
What do I see that at?
What's your fortitude save
It's just-
bonus?
Fortitude is plus 16.
Your DC is a 26.
20, yeah.
But
So
you
you
are
just got me.
grabbed by this thing.
That's unfortunate.
It's not going to survive, but the fact that that was successful, it wins the moral victory.
Yeah, because I appreciate you, Hoop, because it's going on a trip.
The other one is still adjacent to Barkwolf, has no reason to move. It is going to do much the same thing. Try to hit you with Claw. It is going to hit with a 24 for 15 points of damage.
Ow.
It's going to try to grab you.
Oh wait, it hit me. Haha.
Did.
I can do this other thing. I have a thing to do in reaction to it hitting me.
Absolutely.
Damage by a melee attack from an adjacent creature. So the various like frayed ropes and whatnot that used to make up parts of the Chew Toy's body before the dog like literally frayed them to pieces, lash back out at the hand, and probably have like bits of like old bones and things as well to attack it. The hand must make a DC 17 reflex saving throw.
Hey, Barkwolf, are you taking into account your resistance? Because Flicker gives you that. I'm just asked, like, I'm just curious, that's all.
I hadn't been. I need to double check Shield Other, so that's a good point.
I think Shield Other
haven't done-
bypasses any risk.
That's right.
Yeah, Shield Other does, but I'm asking specifically about Flicker. That's what I
Yeah,
was curious
They
about.
should have only
'cause
taken
I
5 from that attack.
resistance 5.
Instead of 15.
From this attack. Yeah, I haven't done this attack damage yet. Oh no,
Okay.
I did. You're right. I did. Okay, sorry, catching up, brain. I will add 5 more points. Thank you. That is very good.
You're
Roll the
you're good. I
17.
just
Rolled a 17 that exactly succeeds. Exactly. Can we have some +1s left over. Can we use them as a -1?
And not. I do have 2 -1s to use.
on yourself, right?
We'll see.
Yeah, that's what you mean, right?
It is going to try to grapple you, which I did roll a 18, which actually should have been -5 down to a 13. Because unless it changed in the remaster, grapples should still suffer from map.
Are you using the grab ability, or are you just
Grab
straight
ability.
grappling? Then it doesn't take the penalty. It's
Oh.
just using your bonus.
Oh, well, then it was an 18. Yeah, that still hits. That hits your DC of your fortitude DC.
How do I calculate my fortitude
What's your
DC or
fortitude
find it?
bonus?
It's quite high. Where'd it go? 16.
So your DC is 26. Not even close.
Yeah.
It'll try to smack you again.
Great. Love this for me.
Rolls an 18, and I
Just
believe that
misses.
just missed. Yeah. But it tried. It tried its diddly darn best. And you're up.
All right. I'm gonna run the FOA.
What if it has an attack of opportunity?
Don't care.
Actually, Hoop, it's reactive right now.
All right. So just for that, Hoop, you familiar hater, I'm gonna use my healer's gloves on myself first.
What if it has a
And-
reactive strike? James.
Hoop, I love you, bro.
So I restore 2d6 plus 7.
Pull it up.
Foundry moment. How do I roll that?
There's dice in the bottom right. Like the symbols.
There we go.
And we can just add 7.
Well, I added the 7. I did see that modifier.
15.
Okay, so I gain back 15.
Not nothing.
Nope. And then I'm gonna run here. And that's 3 actions.
Bison.
This thing is
You
like
got this,
on my
bro.
arm, right? It's on my arm, right?
It
It's
is
like,
like-
we're in this, right?
Grabbed onto your chest. Like the pinky is wrapped around your elbow.
Cool, I'm gonna grab it. Alright.
In return.
Yeah.
Make your athletics check.
So,
DC of 21.
27.
No problem. We are
Yeah, guess what?
mutually grabbed.
Yeah, that's called. I'm gonna yeet this sucker.
Make another athletics check. And that
21.
just succeeds.
Are you
Yay.
eating this at the other hand?
Yes.
So it's hand-to-hand combat?
Ow.
Never
Should
change.
just
friend.
make it.
Never change.
So it should be 10 plus 5 times your strength, so you can 20 feet. So you could basically throw it, and it comes to a skidding halt in front of the other one.
Does 3d6 damage. Right?
Should be 2d6 plus your strength modifier.
Two-
So 2d6 plus 2.
What's-
For 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
And how much mental damage did the GM take?
All of it. Fatal blow.
And then, because now I got rid of that thing, how far am I from Lord Farquaad's over here? 40 feet. Perfect! I would like to get in his face.
40-foot
Use
movement
my-
speed?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, man.
You could... Yeah, you could even get, like, below him if you want.
Yes. Yes, Hoop, do that for me, please. Because I thank you.
Ripped across the graveyard, bounding over graves. And I believe that's all 3
Can I-
actions.
Yep.
Can I ask a question before they go?
Absolutely.
Is Tyson still off guard? Just because I'm trying to
No,
track
good grab.
conditions for what I can. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Also, because the round ended, I take 6 damage. Firefang gains 4, and Tyson gains 2.
This individual, this gunslinger, going to use a Revenant reload. Again, both guns just flare with fire as the shells expend themselves and then are reforged inside the weapon itself. Paying absolutely no attention to you. There's a wicked grin on this individual's face as he is now staring up, smiling, letting those weapons reload.
Bring it on, Sonny.
First shot. Shot. 39 and a 37.
Jesus fuck.
That's
Quit
four
critically. I don't.
attacks where I have not rolled under a 17.
Who, buddy, if you wanted to fuck us this bad, buy us dinner. Sin doesn't deserve this without a good meal.
We can negotiate if you want to hire me.
It's fine. It works in your favor that I forgot, so I'm not going to go back. But this time, we are going to roll it because I need you to make a fortitude save. And if you succeed it, I need you to make another fortitude save.
Okay.
Nothing quite like 2 fortitude saves back to back.
You don't even need to roll the second one. Because you are stunned 1.
Oof.
Now we'll roll up some critical damage. First one is 46, so you take 23.
Hey, guess what, y'all? I'm at 1 hit point.
And critical hits. 52 from the second one.
God damn!
Let me look at this here.
I'm still at 10.
I gotta get to Barqua immediately.
If either you or the target is reduced to 0 hit points, any damage from this spell is resolved, and then the spell ends. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as being the end of the spell's duration?
The spell ends.
Yes.
So yes.
Then we both recover 48 hit points. 4d8. Well, no, sorry, excuse me. Arabelle recovers 4d8, and I recover half of whatever they recover.
What's that from?
That's an addition the Crown of the Companion makes to Shield Leather. It's also why we didn't have to care about how far apart we were.
They're right.
At the end of the spell's duration. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've never seen this play happen before, but I love it.
Yeah, 100%.
I built my character around this, like sacrificing for other people.
Does that count as being healed by a vitality effect?
Let me look at the.
I love this
Holy
for
shit.
us.
Does not specify in Crown of the Companion.
Does Crown of the Companion have the vitality trait? That'll specify it.
Okay, give me 1 second. There we go. I healed.
It does,
8.
yes.
I would like to use my flow of life reaction to gain 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, I fucking love this.
Sorry. How many temp HP did you have before that first shot, Arkwolf?
I burned through them.
Right, how many did you have?
I had 10 at the start of combat, but I burned through them a long time ago.
So, Spirit Link does not count temp HP. It goes past temp HP.
So basically you're saying, like, they
that
should have an
first
additional
shot.
10.
That first shot would have killed you because you were at 9, or it would have brought you to 0 because you're at 9. And then all of this would have happened, and then the second shot would have gone off. And you
You're
should
right, I
still
think I did
have
forget.
10 temp HP because it is ignoring your temp HP.
Because I didn't actually take any damage. Well, no, I lost it. I lost it when the hand attacked. I would have lost it.
So you lost
Like,
it
I
from the
still would
big
have
guy.
lost it.
Yes. Yeah, you lost it from the big guy.
Yeah.
So never mind. Ignore everything I just said.
It's okay.
There's a
I'm gonna
lot
get to
track.
you.
There's a
I'm gonna.
lot going on.
There's a lot of status conditions.
I
You're
am now
right.
at 26
So
is what I
Arabelle
know.
gains 16 points of healing. Barkwolf would hit 0.
Oh, was it 16 points entirely? I was only
Yeah,
getting
no, I said it wrong the first time. You
Oh,
heal the full roll, and I heal half.
okay. Then
So-
I'm at 34.
Order of operations would bring you to 0, which would make the spell end, and then it goes off and heals. But I believe that still means that you would be put to did they change the name of the conditions?
Nope. Dying 2.
Still dying?
That should be dying 2 into dying
Because it was a
2 because it was a critical hit into wounded 1. It automatically applies
Okay,
on their sheet.
we're
They're
good. That was a lot of bookkeeping.
That was
we
a
are
lot
good.
of.
Because
I'm about to make your life so much worse.
because it did bring a creature to 0 hit points ever so briefly, it does get a quickened action, which it is going to use for a revenant reason.
God damn.
And his turn is done. And I feel
Is
it is
that
not
all
long
you've
for this
got?
world.
Whose turn is it?
Idar.
Mine. Okay.
That was
Order
a
of operations
fantastic
here.
play. I loved it so much.
That is the best play I've seen recently. That
That was
okay.
good.
That was
I'm gonna
really good.
use I'm gonna command them to get there. Okay. I'm gonna use treat wounds on Bark, so I can then using
That
my
has
medic.
a reflexive strike.
Well, when you say the word reactive strike, which is what I believe you're trying to say.
No, he has reflexive strike. It's like
Reflexive
reactive strike, but better.
It's true. I'm gonna can I hero point this? For the love of God,
Please do.
do I have a hero point?
Yes,
Yeah,
you all
okay.
have a
Thank
hero point, which no one has used, but no one's really needed it.
All right, I'm gonna redo this because I'm not fucking taking that standing. Okay. I do heal an additional amount. Critical success. Okay, there you go.
Crit fail
So you
to
get
crit
19. Duality of Pathfinder. You would get an additional 5. No, that's only at 20. That's only at DC 20. That's my bad. So yeah, you just get 19 healing from that. Using my second action to have Firefang turn ever so slightly to justify me going to the other side of them and getting right here so I can actually flank with Tyson. And then I'm gonna hit them with Twin Takedown as part of my last action.
Yeah, go for it.
I had to think this move out for a while. No.
That
Even on an off guard, that misses? That's evil. Okay. I'm gonna try again.
that hits.
That's gonna hit. Love that. For 15 slashing.
Striking a body that is already dead seems to not quite have as much impact as striking a living corpse.
I know. I'm trying my best, bestie.
And by that,
just
I mean that he has resistant 10 to physical damage. Oh wait, no. That was slashing. Ignore everything I just said. I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm talking about. He has
Slashing is the
resistance-
physical damage.
Resistance 10 to everything except for slashing.
Hoop, I love it when you say ignore everything I said.
It is
say
my
a lot.
favorite sentence.
By the way,
Cool.
Hoop, I teleported 10 feet in a random direction at the end of my turn. We forgot to do that.
D6. 1 is always up. 5, which means you are going there.
Thanks, Hoop!
Up is 1.
It's
2 is diagonal right. 3 is to the right. 4 is down right.
there should actually
No,
be
this should
like
be a
if you
D8.
get the die caught on a side,
Done.
you just go straight up
Should be a D8.
and you just start taking volley damage.
An 8.
Hoop hates familiars and dolls. Like
Um,
animals and
8
dolls.
now.
That's what Hoop hates.
1, 2.
That's gonna, by the way, ends my turn because that was all my actions. Just trying to get the healing off, get the movement off.
Okay,
Mirabelle,
what does the stunned mean?
you have 1 less action.
Okay. So, what I am going to do then is I am going to cast a single action force barrage from my Wand of Shard Storm. Because I want to start special beam cannoning.
Absolutely.
So let me grab it from my spells because five damage. And then with my second and only other action, I would like to drink a moderate healing potion. For 20 health.
So here's the thing about using items in Pathfinder. Is
Okay.
that to get
Hoping
an
you were to
item
forget this.
that is not in your hand, it does require an action.
Okay.
I typically like to ignore that if you can justify that that potion would be like attached to your belt, would be very immediately accessible. Like if it's not tucked in your backpack, I typically ignore it.
How about this? I will say that I drop my staff in order to grab something from my belt.
Well,
I do
is
think
your
it makes
staff or
sense.
your wand, because you have something in both hands.
It is the staff.
Mr. GM, sir, I have there's a remaster thing for this. Something cool we could actually show
Yeah.
off. As part of interact actions now, you could swap items as part of you retrieving. So you could actually stow and retrieve in the same action.
That is such a good
It's
quality
something
of life.
completely new. It's one word that they added to the interact action section. It's changed everything.
That is such a great quality of life change. Thank you, Paizo. That is a beautiful change.
So would I be able to stow
Yes, your
and
staff is stowed. You grab the potion, which means that you cannot heal because you are taking the action to stow the staff and draw the potion, but you now have potion in hand for next turn.
Okay.
So we
You
know
can do better than that, I'm sure.
next turn you are healing 20. It is unlikely that he is going to even be able to take a shot at you now being physically surrounded.
What? It's only like 3 of us.
Uh-huh.
And
Probably
that's the
can't.
end of my turn.
Barkwolf is 20. Fire Drake is 30. Barkwolf is physically just going to skitter its way on over to you.
Why? What did I do to you, Who?
You are physically the closest. It is a big dumb hand. It's going to go for literally whatever the closest target is.
I have never hurt you, Who.
That is a 26 to hit.
It a hit, not crit.
For 14 points of slashing damage.
You know, you can quit having such great damage rolls. Like, that could be nice.
You think?
Like, hey, dragon gods of any kind in Paizo's world, stop it. I could name thee to stop.
As the person that's been critically hit 4 times, I do agree.
Oh, no. The fact that I already had the grab condition on there would not have affected its attack in any way. But its last action, it is going to try to grab you, because it is a giant hand, and that's what it does. And it's gonna fail. Absolutely.
I do like how every time Hoop tries to grab this doll, it somehow fails. It's a doll!
See, it has the movement right now to flank you. But as I said, it is dumb and is simply going to go the 5 feet forward and then try to hit you. And roll a 4 for a total of a 17. Why is it saying that you're off guard?
I gotta know. Are they grabbed?
No.
Oh, because it still thinks they're prone. They still have the we never took off the prone effect, so it thinks that they're off guard. Because prone makes you off guard. When they died, they'd hit prone. And we didn't.
It would still be prone. They've been gone.
Yeah,
since
so they're off guard. Yeah.
That makes sense. So yeah, that's.
I had to do the. I had to do the math too. I was just like, where the fuck is this person?
For 11 more points of damage. Good thing you got that heal. And it's gonna try to grab it. Giant hand. It's what it do. That one will succeed with a 27. You are now grabbed as one hand is just clawing into you, the other just kind of circles around it and just slams down onto your prone body, just locking you in place. That's it, their turn is done. And it's over to you.
I'm gonna run the F away.
You are grabbed and prone, which means you are immobilized.
Oh, you did grab me. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
working
27 beats your DC of 20.
And I can't use my hero point to prevent that, can I?
Correct. You can try to get out of the grapple with an acrobatics, athletics, or unarmed attack.
How many actions is that?
1. James, does in the remaster, does that still add to your map?
I'm sorry, I was looking up something completely different that would potentially help them. So please repeat the question.
Escaping a grapple, does that add to your map?
Yes, because it's still an attack.
I
want to note just one tiny thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend an action to sustain flicker, you teleport, which would break the grab immediately.
Yes.
Forced movement, yeah.
This is a good point. Thank you for that reminder, because I had forgotten that when my thought process got interrupted.
You're good.
Grapple, if you attempt to manipulate, I might lose it. Mobilized, I just can't move. Okay. Link. I think can't evil eye them yet because I haven't been able to get over there. What's the range on demoralize?
30 feet.
Damn it. Well, I definitely want to while I'm here, pull out my elixir of life, quaff it. Minor elixir of life to gain a few more hit points.
One action to interact to draw it out, which I need you to make a DC 5 flat check. That is a
That's just a
manipulate
20,
action,
right?
and you could potentially lose it.
That's just a 20, right?
Yep, and you just need a 5 or higher. That's fine. You're able to reach into the pack, grab the potion,
And heal a single hit point.
I do need you to make another DC 5 flat check when you go to drink it. You are able to drink it, even though you are being grabbed by 2 giant hands, and you heal your 1 point.
So that was 2 actions then.
Correct.
Ah, gods. I think I might end up just throwing an evil eye on this hand for a second. I'll throw an evil eye on the hand that's holding me. So we'll save.
I need you to make another DC 5 flat check. That has the manipulate tag.
Weird that has the manipulate tag.
Yeah. Goes off, no problem. The one that has you grappled or the other one?
The one that has me grappled.
Will save. Not its best save. And that's a fail with a 20.
And then I teleport.
1. And return, roll d8. 4. 1, 2, 4. You're going diagonal. That way.
Perfect.
It's so good.
Yes.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away. Tyson, end of the round goes to you. Can you defeat this pale stranger before it gets another turn to fire off a volley?
So, Poop, I got a question. If I use unarmed strike, I am a dragon. Can I take my stuff and make it a slashing damage?
If you're using the tail, that is bludgeoning damage.
No, I'm gonna be using actual unarmed strike.
I think unless you have something that can turn it into slashing, it is bludgeoning. Is there? That's one of the advantages of having different stances is that you can get different damage.
Yeah, and I thought I had a second stance that let me do that, but I do not. So I'm gonna go ahead and just strike him with my tail.
Absolutely. Extra off guard for being super flanked. The 17. Not.
You know, I'm using a hero. I'm using my hero point. I'm
Absolutely.
not. No.
Absolutely. Don't forget to hover over him and press the T key to target him.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Wow!
Still misses.
God damn.
What always has. I'm gonna try to strike him again.
That unfortunately still misses.
That's cool, because you know what I'm not gonna have him do? Be able to shoot. So I'm gonna grapple him now.
Yeah. This will be at a -10.
So just roll
your athletics. It will just subtract 10.
dice gods. I don't ask
Indeed,
for
like a
much.
natural 20.
Just bitch.
16 is not gonna do it.
Damn it, no. I'm sorry, I tried.
I mean,
You're
this,
good. You're good. We got
for being
this.
an undead figure, just you're swinging, and you're just catching air, just like nimbly leaning and dodging and ducking, and just it is hard to connect. At the top of the round,
I take 6, and Firefang gains 4, and Tyson gains 2.
from around the graveyard, you're hearing earth and rock being disturbed as these nameless graves start to shift. Things push themselves up out of the graves
God.
from everywhere. Dozens, from skeletal remains to zombie-like figures to even ghostly spectral-like figures. They're rising themselves up and shambling towards all of you. I'm not going to put them on the map, but I will let you know that at the end of the round, they will reach you.
It might not time to boogie. Might be time to boogie.
Arabelle, you have taken so many shots. I mean, it is not a mindless undead. It can very much think. It knows that you are casting magic. It knows that these other two are having trouble hurting it even. And it knows that if it can drop you, it can drop Barkwolf. Just visually.
No, it cannot.
Visually, it can. It doesn't know that the your spell's gone. As far as he knows, if he hurts the wizard, he hurts you. Logically speaking, and it's gonna feel like I'm picking on you, but his best bet is to get the 2-for-1.
Hooper, bring it.
I'm just throwing that out there in case anyone is accusing me of picking on
fucking-
Sin.
You know what it is? Hoop is synphobic.
Yes.
Hoop just wants me to be able to use my living vessel dedication before the end of the night.
I will point out that I will point out that, like, out of 2 people who use like EM or they them pronouns primarily, Hoop has attacked both of us.
I almost
Yeah,
killed
Hoop. What about me? I'm
Firefang.
gender fluid. Hit me. Oh, come on. That doesn't count. That's
on the bright
that's
side,
a great.
neither of those crit.
Neither crit.
No
Which is
fatal.
Great. No fatal dice added. That's 17 from the first one.
Putting me at 17.
13 from the second one.
Fucking living.
Hoop, you still couldn't bring me down. I said if living vessel activated, and you haven't done it.
It's 30 points of damage.
Oh man.
Third action is going to be to Revenant Reload. And I need to look back in chat a little. I think it was Holly.
No.
Holly
No.
did give me a villain point. Holly, this blood is on
God.
your hands. I'm going to spend
Holly's
that
gonna-
villain point to make him quickened, and he's going to get 1 shot.
Is it still with map? Because, like, the minus 10?
I'm making the
I don't know.
rules,
It's
so
a villain
no.
point. You're allowing it. Okay. I'm just trying to save my friend here.
It does hit by 2. I have not looked at your health. I don't know how much health you have left. I don't even know if I can do enough damage to take you to 0.
They are listed as at death's door.
15 points of damage.
That goes over by 11, but question.
Mm-hmm.
I have the entity's resurgence reaction.
Mm-hmm.
which you would be reduced to 0 hit points, but not immediately killed. Would -11 kill me?
No, it would have. I would have to do like an extra 100 points of damage.
I figure. But because it's a reaction to me dropping to that low of hit points, could I still use that reaction?
You are. It is not a reaction to the attack. Your reaction is to you hitting 0.
Then, I am at 12, and I am now an evil fey hag.
You want to describe what this looks like?
Basically, what happens is all of the automaton, like, parts of Arabelle get bony overgrowths with long fingers that look like razor-sharp claws and protrusions on her skull. Her robes go from an orange to an entirely black. Oh, you really have fucked up.
That smile would fade to more of a confused. Interesting. And then the eyes glance around at the graveyard coming to life. And he just starts cackling. Holding the firearms out, just kind of basking in it like you would in the sunlight. Oh, my dear beloved, I don't know what you've done, but I do love this. Had no ambitions of commanding an undead army, but you take what you can get, I suppose. And his turn is done. Idar.
I hate this guy so much. Okay, one action to command.
Uh-huh.
Because you made a small mistake in telling me he wasn't mindless. So you know what that means? I could demoralize.
Absolutely.
He could be frightened.
I think
and
clearly he's not mindless.
I have outwit, which means I share a bonus with them. So that's a success. They're
Barely.
frightened one.
Barely.
I know. Listen, I'm taking it when I can get. Yeah, Arabelle is just too high up. Second action is to support because I did not make an attack, which is the keywording of support not being able to go off.
I'm sorry. This is not going to affect your turn at all. I hope not. But he did bring a creature to 0. He would have one action. And seeing that you are no longer tethered to Barkwolf.
No, please. This does alter my turn. God, please don't. Hoop, he's already quickened. Wait, you can't stat. I want a rules lawyer so fucking badly right now.
Absolutely right. He's already quickened. He does not gain another quickened action. Because I spent the villain point, he does not gain the quickened action.
Hoop, you put me on edge here. Like, I don't want to feel like an asshole for rules lawyering, but to save a fellow player, correct. I will. Okay, so because that technically was not an attack action, I can still activate support benefit when I go to hit this fucker.
Absolutely.
So that is twin takedown. Fuck, I missed. Is it taking into account that it is off guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
AC of 28 down to 26.
God damn. This thing's got a gajillion in hit points.
He is hurt.
Not hit points, AC. Fuck, I missed the second one.
Well, it would help if you didn't roll a 6.
I know.
And then an 11.
My rolls fail when they matter most. Okay. we're gonna just fucking go for it.
Oh.
I'm not gonna use my last action to strike. I'm instead going to try to grapple them with my highest penalty.
Double strike adds 2 to your map, right?
Yeah, it counts as 2 attack. Well, because it is. It's just you keep increasing map every time you make an attack. It's like flurry of blows, but
Yeah.
ranger.
There are some abilities that say this only
Yeah.
increases your map by 1.
Fuck. Yeah. No. What a waste of a turn.
The two
Except
of
for the
you are
frightened
just
condition.
taking strike after strike, and he is just weaving out of the way of both of them, just maniacally laughing.
I'm just trying to see if I have literally anything, but I don't. That's gonna... Because he's not targeting me, so none of the other fucking bonuses are working in my favor. Yeah, that's gonna go. That's all my actions.
You have nothing left to
2,
play with.
4... No, because there's 2 to command. Sorry, 1 to command, which gave them 2. It gave me 2 actions left. 1 for twin takedown, 1 for just a Hail Mary.
Arabelle, your
So-
companions are being descended upon by horde of undead.
I would like to ask
Mhm.
what abilities might I have access to in order to take vengeance in this moment from the
I need you to make an occultism roll,
okay.
as you are become entity. Entity would like to make an occultism roll. Absolutely.
32.
I am going to send you a message.
Okay.
Let's
Okay. I would like to fly down and rip his hand off.
Sure. We will spend 1 action to move up and 1 to make an athletics check.
Oh. I don't have athletics at all.
Do you have any sort of slashing weapons or attacks?
I don't.
Then I would say if you want to target a level 3, whatever it's called now, force barrage, or 3-action force barrage onto his hand specifically, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay. Then since I do have the one, I have to move in order to get it, unless I can stay up and do the force barrage. Is that what you were suggesting?
You would have to spend an action to fly, I believe, because it gives you a fly speed, which this is something that I've never really had to deal with because I've never had NPCs that can fly. But I think if you don't spend an action flying, then
If you don't, yeah.
Oh,
But if you spend 1 action to at least fly or sustain flight, you're fine.
then I would.
It is a weird rule interaction.
It is.
because I wasn't using that.
So you should
But that's
actually
fine.
be on the ground because I don't think you spent an action last turn or the turn before
Okay.
that.
No, I hadn't for a while. So I'm on the ground. I am using a 3rd rank force barrage.
Would you make let's call it a DC 15 flat check, because you are hitting, but you're hitting a moving target with a very
Okay.
small part of a very fast-moving target. You're still gonna hit no matter what. It's just if you can hit the hand.
Could I use my hero point to re-roll that?
You have 3 missiles.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Fair
one
enough.
for each?
One for each, yeah. As long as we're homebrewing
You have
rules.
6 missiles. Up to
that's an
6.
18. Okay. And I am adding on to this because I get another bolt
Mhm.
from
Is this
my...
level 3? Or level 1?
This is a 3rd level,
Oh, so yeah, you have 6
but
bolts.
I'm getting a total of 7 bolts because of the Shard Storm wand.
This
Roll
is
76
so
plus
good.
7. 74 plus 7.
Yep.
No. Do the D6. Come on. If we're homebrewing, we're gonna be loosey-goosey with the rules here. Let's tack on an
20
extra
damage.
dice.
3 points
Holy
of damage.
shit!
That hand that's holding one of those pistols just gets evaporated. The pistol just goes soaring off, clattering to the ground. And immediately he whips back to look at you. Glaring. All of you would notice that these undead that have started to swarm towards all of you slow and stop for a moment. And probably 100, if not more, sets of undead eyes all fixate on Lord Erevan Vorlesh, Patriarch of House Vorlesh.
We can go. They'll deal with him.
Arcade?
Don't have to tell me twice.
You look really ugly right now. I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Granny,
We are
can I go pick up the doll?
equidistant. Even, it's gonna go for Firefang. Odd for Barkwolf.
Wait, isn't Arabelle closer?
Even. It's going
Oh,
for me,
you're on the
baby.
ground.
Actually,
now.
Arabelle would be
You
closer.
are on.
God
They're
damn it.
absolutely both going to come and attack you. I'm going to just roll their attacks together, just as quick as I can. 1, 2. Both of those.
Of course you
hit.
fucking hit.
Of course I do.
The first one's going to get rebounding barriered.
Yep, absolutely it is. You get resistance 10 to it.
Yep.
Take 4 points of damage from the first one. You take 9 more from the second one. Are you still standing?
Actually, let me see. No. That is going to knock her out.
Don't worry, guys. I just need it to get to my turn.
Oh,
And the
I
bone,
have
like,
more
growth
medics.
succeed.
Honey, I'm thinking the same thing.
You are dying. There are 4 more attacks coming your way.
Oh god.
1, 2.
Oh,
That's death. That's dying 4 right there.
That's it.
poop.
You
Why'd you kill Sin, man?
land, blast the ring off. The undead army, drawn to its summoner, all start beelining towards him, ready to rip him apart. The 2 undead hands, still true to their original purpose, only seek the closest prey. They don't care about any ring or any summoning spell, and descend on Arabelle Borchardt. Barkwolf, Tyson, two of you have your turns. If you want to stay and fight, you can, or you can turn and run.
I do want to stay and fight because I can run up into Erevan's space. So he has this little beat up chew toy running into his space, jumping on him, spending a focus point, and casting Savor the Sting. So
Are you
he'll
spending an action to stand?
why was I prone?
You died.
You went prone when you hit 0, and you have yet to spend an action to stand up.
Wait, I thought I was
You
that was before I
teleport.
was grappled and everything.
You teleport, but that does not automatically get rid of prone.
Okay. So action to stand, action to run, and Savor Sting. Savor the Sting, excuse me, which is my focus spell, my hex.
Save the sting.
Will save.
No, he will not.
So he will take 4d4 mental and 4d4 persistent mental.
Yeah, roll it up.
Yeah. So that's 8d4 this round, right?
No, it takes 44. No, sorry. Heightened +1.
Well, no, it's because of the persistent. I don't know the rules on persistent. I don't know if that goes
happens
off
at the
this
end of
round.
his
Persistent
turn.
active. Yeah.
At the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's 4d4 for this round. 10.
10 points of damage. Not resistant to that. And that person on there. Just run up and just jab him with some rusted cursed needle.
Yep, just jump on him, stab him with the needle. Probably the first time you ever hear the doll speak. Everyone is just the doll is screaming in anger.
Tyson.
Question, Hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see the ring?
What's your perception DC?
My passive perception is 13 plus.
I would say so, yeah.
All right. I pick up the ring.
Sure.
And can I command the undead to stop?
In all of your life, in all of your experiences, have you ever had the opportunity to command an army of undead?
Oh, and I'm willing to make a check to do that. I want to use diplomacy.
These things have absolutely no care for the words of man. Will you make a will saving throw?
I am no man. I am a dragon.
No man.
I am a
can
dragon
kill
man.
me.
Okay, I know that they don't exist anymore, but is there anything in the lore that allows a dragon with a interesting background to have that? Like, I'm a black dragon.
Black dragons still technically exist. I just want to throw that out there. They're not
Okay,
like
but
dead.
But none of like the powers of it being a quote unquote evil dragon applies anymore.
Unfortunately,
no, because fortunately
Okay.
alignment died with the remaster.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Because I would have been like, I am a heritage of a black dragon.
I will, if Hoop, you don't mind, just for 1 second.
Please.
I will say there is a god named Dayhawk. He is the closest thing you're gonna get to fucking Tiamat in this setting. Do with that information as you fucking will. But
What
evil
the word?
dragon god.
If you want to beseech out to a dragon god for assistance, you can absolutely do so.
Alright, so what do I need to do for that?
You'll make your will save.
Okay.
This is like the God of War moment where he calls out to Ares.
That is a 30 against a DC of 29.
Come on!
The ring is cold to the touch the moment you pick it up, but extending your will into it, extending the will into the army of dead around you, feeling that you're immediately being overwhelmed. The ring is starting to win. You're losing yourself. There's one beacon of light left, and that is some otherworldly force that you know of, that you have, that has existed in your brain, that has existed in your psyche before, but you long since abandoned in your belief. That belief comes flooding back. Please make your dragon breath attack against Pale Stranger.
I have that.
don't know
Hold
how.
on.
Where's that?
Hold on. Just let me go for like 1 second. Here, Cobalt breath. Have fun. It's in your actions now.
Where's that at?
We're gonna pretend that was there the whole time. If you go under actions, there's a thing that says Cobalt breath, and you just click leveled acid. And Hoop, if you want, I could send that reflex save to chat for you.
I got you.
Okay, cool.
yes,
You know where to
what
find
do
it. You're capable. So the action tab, so it's like the second thing. Perfect, you did it. Great.
Nice.
7 acid.
A
Come on.
reflex saving throw. A 23 against a DC of 24.
Oh yeah!
The dice are gonna tell a story. I will actually leave it up to you as you call on this ancient being, let its power flood through you and out as you just expel this draconic breath.
Okay, so this is what I would like to do because I'm right there with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going straight Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and I'm just going right into his mouth. I just grab his jaw, and the last thing I say is like, "This was for Gram and her candies." As I just disintegrate this fool with acid breath.
Just still staring at the stump of a hand, suddenly there is acid just sprayed on his face, on the throat, on the collarbone, and wordlessly, soundlessly, the body just rapidly decomposes back into being harmlessly.
Hoop, I have a question.
Mhm.
Do I get hit by the acid breath?
Oh, I forgot he was
I'm in
there.
his face.
With the
I
fact,
mean, I would
forgotten.
as well.
with the fact that it was purely focused, you had a physical shield above you. No,
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So that would have been hilarious if that's what dropped back roof.
I'm going to drop us out of initiative. The undead are still swarming. The spell is broken, their target destroyed. They are now aimless. Many of them start ripping into each other, but the graveyard is descending into chaos. What would...
Oh, so I don't control them? Like, that was like my aim, is to use my god and stuff to control them with the ring.
Your god gave you the ability to break the
To
spell,
kill them, break the spell. Alright, that's good.
but commanding a legion of undead is an entirely different thing.
Entirely different thing. Alright, time to bounce. He's like, can I would like to bounce. I'm gonna pick up Graham's body and run.
As we're like running out, I'm like, we'll technically have enough money to resurrect butchers. Just keep. I don't know what dark and evil god you just fucking did that shit with, but fuck this.
I have a lot
as
to
we're like
reflect
grabbing
on.
people, as I'm grabbing people, I'm throwing fucking band-aids on shit with medic. I have ward medic. I can hit 2 people at the same time. It's all like treat wounds up the ass.
As we're running, let's see what kind of music you got in here, James.
Oh, I got variety. You might want to check the horror one if that's like what you're trying to go for, like somber music.
Yeah.
I got 80s techno because I played some fucking Mech Finder. I got fall music if you want like relaxing fall sounds, you know? Like it's a fall harvest. The new playlist has like all the battle music in it. If that's
Let's go this one.
I don't know what vibe are you looking for?
Somber.
Oh, this won't be it. Hold on. If you mind, would you mind if I just find you? I know exactly the.
Please, it's your playlist.
Nope.
I have this image
Nope,
of
stop.
Tidar on top of Firefang just sewing bark
What
roof
the
up
hell?
with thread, needle and thread.
Oh, that's so loud.
That'll work.
That's. Cool. Somber music is apparently something I have to add.
Arabelle,
Yes.
you died. You are dead. That does not free you from your service. You are standing. You know you were in a graveyard. You know that you were surrounded, that your friends were in danger. And now you're sitting on a porch. The smell of summer air, the smell of wildflowers, the smell of fresh baked bread all around you. You hear a rocking chair just softly creaking back and forth next to you.
I did know I'd be back eventually.
The figure, not quite shrouded in darkness, but distorted all the same, stops the rocking. Body shifts to look at you. You have failed, but it is acceptable.
Oh, I know. Especially considering what they think of as my corpses. Now likely a time bomb.
I can send you back. Try again, another body, another time.
If that's what you want to do.
Not what I want. It's what you think you can do best to serve.
Well, I do live to serve. Would you like a hard candy, dearie?
They are going to try to fix you, unbreak your broken body.
It is what they do. They tend to get attached, don't they?
Foolish.
Yes.
But I still offer it to you. I can send you back. You can be back with them, or we can try again.
I don't think I've had it quite fun yet. I do so like that dog.
The figure will slowly get up, tap the door a few times. Whenever you're ready.
Of course. And she will stand up slowly, like bones cracking into place. I am what I am supposed to be. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And you step through the door.
Yep.
For the rest of you, the moment you step foot out of the graveyard, the mist descends and it's as if it never happened. The chaos of battle dies off. You can hear nothing. We take the short trek back to the city to find that the people are indifferent to you as they have been. You are not hailed as heroes, but you would find that the manor, belonging to the once high and noble family of House Vorlesh, now lies abandoned. The matriarch of the family disappeared shortly after you left. The staff gone without a trace. There is no one left here. What would be the next move for the rest of you?
We need to find somebody to revive Graham.
We are hefting the body on the back of Firefang. You could probably commandeer a wagon if you'd like.
Why would we do that? We got a whole Drake.
Fair enough. I don't know what I was thinking.
How dare you, Hoop? How dare you?
Toss the
I spent
body.
all those class feats just so I can get this companion. All 2 of them.
Am I at the point where I am now being weakened at Bernie's down the road on a Drake?
And you're watching all of this happen. Like an out-of-body experience, just kind of tagging along, unable to do anything, but still fully aware of what is happening.
That is so sweet.
And I think as our heroes venture out of this God's forsaken place, that is where we're going to bring this game to a close.
That was awesome.
And we mostly survived. Huge thank you to my cast for being here and being amazing and playing through these silly little stories. I love TTRPGs. The stories we get to tell are amazing. Also, Marshall, thank you so much for the follow. I can appreciate it. I'm going to go around, give everyone a chance to tell you who they are and where you can find them on the internet, and then we will get out of here. Let everyone get to bed. We'll go the same order we did intros. So first up is James.
Hi there. I'm James. You might have noticed a little bit of a Pathfinder geek. Throughout all of the game, you can find me pretty much everywhere on social media at GeekJ513, where I primarily use Twitter to geek about Pathfinder, or if you're in the Discord for Lost Caravan, also massive geek for Pathfinder there. I will be back next month with me GMing Pathfinder, because this was a weird out-of-body experience for me of not being the GM. Besides that, I'm gonna be working on Mech Finder, a project that Lost Caravan and Eldritch Osiris Games has put together which just released its first playtest 2 days ago, and you can now pre-order online. So if you want to get access to the first playtest, get access to all of some of the really, really cool art that we put out in the announcement page, yeah, check it out. That's what my main project has been for the last year. This is literally coming up on a year of writing.
With plenty to show for it. It is amazing.
200 pages. Sorry.
Only 200.
For both Pathfinder 2nd Edition and D&D 5e. So I forgot to mention that part. It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah. And over to Sin, who might be approaching James on the dead characters tally.
No.
Here's
Bullshit.
the thing. I have had a very close to 100% death rate on Lost Caravan. It's been very close. And tonight, usually I play the self-sacrificing tank. I did not mean to be tanking tonight, but apparently I was.
Well, I will also let you know that you had the piece of paper. The piece of paper itself was laden with a curse. Basically, whoever had it was going to be my first target. You were the target of its extra ability. But I just couldn't kill you.
Well, but you did.
You did. Yeah, I was about to say, like...
Not with the gunslinger.
Fair. Anyhow, I do lots of TTRPG things. 2024 is going to be the year of series for me. I'm going to talk about a couple of them, but follow me on Twitter at asynthetic20 or synthetic20 on Blue Sky if you want more information on more of them. On the 19th of January, I'm going to be in Apocalypse Keys over on Nerds with Dice, where I am one of the chancellors. I'm really looking forward to digging into that system. On the 15th, because I don't know how to do chronological order, I am going to be running Worldwide Wrestling over on High Shelf Collective, where we're going to do a whole thing where we have like Slice of Life, Normal Lives, and then Lives of Wrestlers. So it's going to be like a double story going on. It's going to be very cool. Casey here on cast is going to be one of the cast members on that. And then on the 5th of November. Why did that?
That's a long ways out.
5th of February, I am going to be having Queensgate Chronicles, a series that is going to be on my personal channel. And I am going to take 4 lovely people through the city of Queensgate, which our very own Hoop helped me build. And that's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's using my own system. So if you want to watch the development of that system or any of these TTRPG things, then, follow me on social media. Thank you much.
And brings us over to Casey.
Hey, how y'all doing? Casey again, played as Tyson. You can find me at Tabletop Trucking 78 at Instagram and also on TikTok, where it is mostly my life and trucking business with a little bit of TTRPG mixed in there. You can find me over here at DTP78 or Tabletop Trucker, but I'm mainly found over at High Shelf Collective, where, yes, I will be playing in Sin's game, which I am looking so much forward to basically be Macho Man Randy Savage all over again, and I cannot wait. And also, at some point in January or early February, I am going to finish Season 3 of Mass Effect, my homebrew TTRPG with Cyberpunk Red rules that Taylor was so helpful to help me, Teo here, helped me make with the help of another genius person by Gavin, where I will also be ready to run Season 4. January 2nd, we're picking back up with Werewolf Apocalypse, their new version, where we're dealing with the death of another old person. I love that for me. So, and then I think that's it for me? Question mark. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some other things, but yeah, come over to High Shelf Collective. Come join us. Check out. We always looking for games and stuff, and we have the PDF for everybody. It's called Omega Tales that you can find. So yeah, that'll do for me.
I was fortunate enough to be a guest on an episode, and was
And you ran it.
I did run a while ago, a long while ago, but I ripped the heart out of a giant mech, and it was super fun.
It was glorious.
And then last but not least, over to Skunk Heart.
Mech hearts are my favorite hearts. Hi everybody, I'm Merlin Monroe. One of my pronoun sets is bbimbos. You can find me all of my social media on Linktree, linktr.ee/queer mythopoeia, QUEERMYTHOPOEIA. I'm usually much better at making the letter sign for H. Apologize for that. You can find me next on Singularity Roleplay with Sin. I think Sin forgot to mention it, actually. On the 8th, as part of the show Autumn, playing Locus. Where I get to torture the character that I think Sin most regrets ever playing. Which makes me really happy.
And to be fair, I didn't forget it. I've just got a bunch of shows and I didn't want to keep hoop.
That's valid. That's very valid. I'm on that, and then on the 17th, if my math is correct, the third Sunday, I will be on Singularity again in a City of Mists campaign called Breaking Neon, playing a Rift of Scheherazade, who is an ingenue dark fantasy author. And finally, look out for Enchanting Sorcery Productions, because there will be a casting call coming out soon for a game I'll be running of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. It's an 8-episode game using the Sparkle Magic Force Go setup from the core book. And I am very excited to play and see a game of Thirsty Sword Lesbians on the internet that isn't just a giggly one-shot where everybody feels weird about making their friends sweaty and giggly, but is an actual story. I'm looking forward to it.
That just leaves me. Of course, I've been Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here, although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM chair, because we have some amazing people in our community that want to tell a bunch of stories, and we are here to support it. That's all we got for tonight. Thank you everyone for coming out and watching us and supporting us. We love you so very much. Live from the Apocalypse, thank you for the raid. Thank you for sharing your community with us. We love you all over there, a bunch of amazing nerds. But yeah, I'm going to throw it over to a new channel that I've never seen before, but I'm excited to support because they are playing the Alien RPG, a great game, very deadly, love it so much. But that's us. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.